Here we go once again, and I'm really enjoying this weekend, and happy for all those who have been on my live stream. We had a good crowd yesterday morning, and a lot of interaction. And evening there were also a few. This morning there was a few. Many came and left, and some stayed on till the end. And let's see how things go now today. Every day, every part of the day is a new opportunity, right? And we make the best of all the opportunities we have. So speaking about Sunday, my Sundays are normally the same because of YouTube channel now. I can do a lot of editing and replying to messages and things. I'm retired. I do not have any work at the moment. Usually I do online teaching, but at the moment I don't have any classes. So I have a lot of spare time. So practically for me, every day is like a same day, and there are some days when I actually have to look up the calendar, to see what day of the week is it, Hi, Rosemary. How are you? Nice to see you here. Thank you so much for joining in. So I was saying, my Sunday is the same as any other day, because I'm retired and I don't have any online classes. So my day is the same, and sometimes I literally have to look up the calendar to see what day of the week it is. I kind of forget the days of the week. The date, yes, I would remember, but the days of the week, I tend to forget that. So sometimes I have to look up and see what day of the week is it, So, of course, the phone is there, the laptop is there, easy to check. I ever since the invention of the phone, I stopped wearing a watch. I feel it too heavy. I know they say people are also judged by the type of watch they wear, but for me, it's okay because I don't like to wear the watch. If I want to see the time, I can always check my phone and get the time. Oh, oh. Just back from shopping. That is why there was a news alert. I heard a news alert coming from Billy Run that somebody is gone and done all shopping and left nothing for the others. I just wonder, was it you and Randy not leaving anything for others? There was an alert, from Billy Run. That's what I read. So now I know who are the people who shopped and never left anything for anyone else. Yes, Rosemary, count starts when I created my YouTube, which was more than 2 years and 3 months ago. But I have not posted anything from that time. So if they are counting, they would count for like the last 365 days, the last 90 days, right? If you need to have 3 million views or 10 million views, they say in the last 90 days. That's how they are counting in the last 90 days. So also with the number of watch hours. Watch hours are in the last 365 days. They are counting how much do you have in the last 365 days. I have not yet reached my last 365 days with my videos. So I don't see in what way they are calculating. Yes, if I cross 1 year, then my older videos are not going to be counted. Once I cross 1 year, my older videos are not going to be counted. The watch hours for that is not going to be counted. But now I'm having live watch hours, and I haven't crossed the 365 days as yet. So, what are they deducting? What are they canceling for? What are they slashing watch hours for? I don't know what they are slashing it for. I've not yet crossed the 365 days threshold, right? That I can understand. When I cross 365 days, then whatever I've posted before, they are not going to count it. They're going to count it only anything posted within the last 365 days. So that is what I'm wondering about. Why are you slashing watch hours now? They are fresh watch hours. So it's not like you're deducting some previous video watch hours. I don't have a previous video before 365 days. I don't have. So what are you deducting? That is what I don't understand. What is happening with the algorithm? I don't understand. For me, I understand they are counting everything for the videos, watch hours are last 365 days. So if I have not crossed 365 days, what are they slashing my watch hours for? I don't know. Yeah, if they are finally like, I don't know, because maybe just the algorithm is such that as soon as it is over, the live stream is over, they give you a rough estimate like this is what your watch hours are. But then after that, they must be having a greater algorithm, where they find out how many people were on it, how many people stayed for long, how long did each of them stay, because they give you an average duration, right? They give you an average duration. So that average duration, to me, I understand that that average duration means that's the longest time somebody could have stayed on that, on an average, the longest time that people have stayed on the live stream or any video, like, the longest the people have viewed it. That is how I judge from that point of view. So maybe because of that, then they make the new algorithm, and that's when they slash it down. So I don't know. But like what you are saying, what you are saying, I don't know about that. Hi, Pita. Welcome, Pita. Nice to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. So that way, Rosemary, that's what I feel. Because if you see now, they tell you, your options are in the last 365 days. Have you reached 3,000 or 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days? So from the date of my first video, if I have not yet crossed the 365 days, what are they slashing? What are they removing? There's no video to remove, right? I'm still within the 365 days. So that's what I don't understand. But maybe I'm thinking the algorithm, later on they calculate properly the algorithm. They just give you, I guess, a rough estimate, and then they recalculate the algorithm, taking into account all those factors, how long somebody has stayed, did somebody just come and leave and not be active on the live stream. So they must be counting all those algorithms. So I don't know, you check yours, check what is yours. Do you get the same number of watch hours after the live stream, what it tells you? I sent you the screenshot. So like it tells you there's so many watch hours, like, so do you get the same watch hours in your YouTube studio at the end of the day when they are updating everything, like, so that is the only way. If I make a comparison and somebody else makes a comparison, then we will be able to tell, right, what is the actual way. I've not Googled to find out about that because they give you mixed information. So I don't want to get myself confused. Let me do my live stream. Let them slash. Let them reduce the watch hours. Let them do anything. I am going to continue with what I am doing because I enjoy it. I love doing it. So I continue with that. So I'm happy. Let it be slow and steady. Slow and steady. I know I should have started live stream long before, but it's okay. No problem. I don't mind. In fact, I think now my watch hours or my views or subscribers, and nowadays I find people are watching more. They are watching longer. So many of you, like, are promoting my videos. You all are sharing my link with your channels. I see like many people like now Rosemary, like Stephen Bennett, then Rodney and Rodney's wife. Now they are all coming now on my. They are at least come on my channel as well. So like that, it's spreading. So I think like once I cross the 365 days, my older videos will be not counted. I don't mind because I don't think I got that many views and things like that from my previous videos, and my watch hours also. I think my watch hours now are increasing much more because, like, there's more expansion going on right now. So it's okay, but I'm just wondering, I've not crossed 365 days. So where is the reduction coming in? And maybe there is some algorithm to that. So it's okay, right? Why worry? Just keep doing it and keep on getting the numbers increased. Like I can see from the time I've done, from the time I've been doing live stream. So let me see now. Live stream I started January. So let's count 21 days, right? 21 days. I started live stream later, not right from the beginning of January, but I started little later. But let's count even an average of 20 days. If I remember, I had 274, and now I've come to 359. So if you see, my watch hours have increased almost close to 80 watch hours has increased in 20 days, right? And compared to, like, I have been now from May, let's say beginning of May, so that is the fifth month, so that's 7 months, 8 months. So say in 7 months I had only 274 watch hours in 7 months, and now in 20 days I've got 80 watch hours. So it's very good, like, so in this rate, at this rate, my watch hours will keep on increasing. And yes, but I'm finding doing two live streams in one day is a bit too much. I don't know. I'm finding that too much. This morning I cut down my live stream time, but yesterday, like, I was on, like, I waited almost about an hour, and no one came. And after almost an hour, then someone came on yesterday morning's live stream. And then many times I thought of disconnecting, but I saw more and more coming, like, some coming, some going, and some, like Pita and all, stayed on throughout, like, and you also were there throughout, and a few others. So I said it's good, like, so I kept it going. But this morning I cut it down, and this evening I'll cut it down. But I think if you go more than 3 hours, and then to come again back in the evening for another one, it's a bit too much, like, so what I'm thinking of doing also is, because if I go later on in the night, I will get some more people can join. Maybe from US side, so more can join from there, and from our Europe and Southeast Asia also, it will be okay timing, like especially on a weekend. So if I go, a little later in the night, but I'll go in. I cannot do live later on in the night, but I can do a premiere. So I'm preparing some premiere videos as well, and I want them to be a little long, 30 minutes to 1 hour. Do a premiere, because the first time I did a premiere was only for 4 or 5 minutes. It got over so quickly. Everybody said, "Oh my God, so short the video was." Yes, I joined February 9, 2021. I joined, but I never posted even one. I never posted any video till May 9th, 2023. So I've not yet crossed the 365 days for them to slash hours of any video that was done before 365 days. I don't have any video before 365 days. So let me see today, like, there were not many watch hours this morning, and now also I do not know how many watch hours I will get, but at least whatever it is, I will see how much gets added on, like, So let us see. It doesn't matter. I'll just keep on doing, because I know that now I'm getting more watch hours than what I was getting before, right? So I'll just keep doing it. No problem. I'll just keep doing it. See, my subscriptions also helped. It came up. Two people really helped me with my subscriptions. Magenda and Maya helped me with my subscriptions, and everybody is helping me with watch hours by, sharing my link and all. I like the one that you did last, for my video yesterday, and it came into what is called comments and mentions. Comments and mention. I never knew what was mention, and now I see, Rosemary. I see your video in mention. So I still do not know what that is, but it's there. I cannot do anything except click on it and join or something like that. I cannot do anything else. But thanks, Rosemary, for sharing it. That way also. So. Oh, you're watching on the American channel also. Yeah, I appreciate that so much, right? I appreciate that. I know you are promoting, and so many others are promoting my channel. And I know I'll get the watch hours. I'll get the watch hours because I have all your blessings with me, all your blessings with me. Yes, your American man, Filipino wife, and the Filipino farmer. Yes, you're there also. Philippine Adventure, Alex. Hello, Alex. That's very nice. Alex is from Manila. Rosemary is from Biliran. And Pita is from Iligan City. So instead of waiting for them to answer, I'll give you the answer as well. And when they answer, it's okay because it'll be faster. You will hear the answer right now. So I'm getting used to, like, now those who are coming on my channel. The other day I got a little mixed up with Steven, you know, and I don't know why. I'm having a lot of communication with Dell, and Dell and myself, we have gone on to email. And from the email, I gave him my WhatsApp number. And first thing, he gave me a call, maybe to confirm, is this the right guy? So he gave me a call, but we didn't do a video call. He didn't do a video call. He just spoke. So I honored him by not asking for a video request. So like that, he has spoken to me twice before. And then finally the other day, this was it, no, yesterday, he called last night. Yes, last night he called me last night. And we had a video call, so we could see each other, and we were talking to each other. It was better, like, seeing and talking face to face to with someone, like, so yes, Dell and myself, we have increased to that extent, like, so it's very good, like, so I'm happy, like. So yes, I just hope, like, others also. I don't mind, like, just through email, and then we can share, or Facebook. Like, Alex, you asked me even for Facebook. I gave you my link for Facebook. I gave you, So I don't know, like, because once we get in touch, then we can share the. I don't want to share my WhatsApp number, phone number out here, like, I don't want to share that publicly, like, but yes, on email I don't mind. My email is there on my website, on my channel website, and my email is also in every description. In every description I've got my email. So even with Dell, I told Dell, just send me my email. Then I sent it to him in one of the comments as well. And he got back to me on the email. I received his email and sent him my WhatsApp number. So now we are very happy, and we are going to call each other very often. And he is planning, most likely by May, he is going to be relocating to Cebu. He'll be relocating to stay in Cebu by May. And he told me he will be there in May. So maybe he's relocating. I don't know. But he gives me the idea that he is. Yes, Rosemary, I'm not worried. I've got already subscribers. I've got like 700, and I had 739. It came to 729. Then it went up to 31. Then it came down to 730. It's like a seesaw. You know those seesaws go up and down. Somebody says this side and that side and go. So my subscribers are going, and then today the subscribers went up again to 738. So no problem. 739, in fact. So no problem. I'm not worried about subscribers. I've crossed the 500 threshold, so that is good enough. I'm not worried. And even about watch hours, I'm not worried. But I'm just trying to study. I'm trying to study the algorithm. I'm trying to study how things work, which is a better way of doing it. I'm just trying to study. And I see some videos, but one thing I've noticed also, there are many people, they give you something, but they give you only half knowledge. They don't give you full knowledge. And I don't like that. In my job in Canada, that's the same thing that happened. Yes, you need genuine subs, because what's going to happen is that if there are not genuine subs and they are not watching regularly and they are inactive on your channel, soon I'm going to lose all those subs as well. Yes, so that is also a fact. Absolutely, I agree with you. You need people who are really interested in your channel and in your work, and they come. So yeah, I take it from there, about that, how it is. So it's good. But even then, I've noticed so many people used to come, and then I used to lose subs. So even before, like, when I just started and all that, so many subscriptions I would get in a day, and next day when I go and look, I see so many subs have gone. So it's not a question of like somebody was inactive for one day and YouTube slash the subs. No, I don't think. YouTube would give a grace period, right? Over a period of time, if somebody is continuously inactive, not coming to your visiting your channel, not commenting, then they would remove the subs. But in one day's time, if someone doesn't come back, I'm sure they are not going to remove. But I had many subs being removed, many. But then I did not mind. I said, let it be, let it carry on. So yeah, I get I hear you. I hear you, Rosemary. It's very true. Like I see some people 60 million, 70 million for their shots, 20 million. How they get so many millions? 1 million, 2 million, you understand, but they are like 60 million. I've seen even 68 million I've seen. And you look at the video, it's a stupid video, like, nothing so great about the video. But, people are getting, I don't know how. I sent to Pita also, I sent to my sister also. I sent it to Joyce. I said, see this video, how many millions he's got, like, and once, if I'm not mistaken, honestly, if I'm not mistaken, I've seen one person with 204 million, 204 million. Maybe it is in time, but I go and see. I go and see when was the video released, and I go and see when they were on the channel, when they created their YouTube channel. I see that. I see when was their video, released. I look at all those. I try to make a study of something. Like I said in my previous video, I always question why. So why? I want to know for my benefit. Like I said, I questioned in school. I didn't question to act adamant with the teacher or to say that the teacher's wrong. No, I asked why, so that I understand and I will be able to do better. That is why I used to ask why this, why that, how does this happen. So that is it. Like when you mention about the stalemate, I don't know that term stalemate. I only know checkmate. So I went immediately afterwards and I googled stalemate. Oh, it's to do with the king, when the king gets cornered and cannot move. And then I read also that many of the chess players, they use this strategy instead of losing the game, they go into the stalemate. So they are smart enough to do that, so that they don't lose the game. The game is a tie, it's a draw. So yes, I learned something new, so. And immediately I went and googled to find out something more detail about it. I am not a chess player, but yes, it's nice to have an idea about it, right? So that's the type of person I am. So even with the algorithm for YouTube, I admire the algorithm. I'm really mesmerized by the algorithm that they have. It's better than so many other algorithms. So they must be having algorithm. They must be having some proper way of doing it. But I just want to understand what is happening and why it is happening. So that's okay, Pita and Rosemary, you'll have both been together on my other channels, on my other live stream as well. Like Pita was telling me just this morning, she was on on this, and then she was telling me this morning. She's saying, Winston, we have been speaking so many times on WhatsApp, and we do sometimes a video call on WhatsApp, and now she doesn't have much time, but previous years we've been playing a lot of Scrabble, online Scrabble. So we've been playing a lot of Scrabble online. So then we keep our video on, instead of sending messages back and forth, we keep our video on, and we communicate with each other about it. So yes, Pita and myself have been a lot of communication on WhatsApp and even video calls. But just this morning she was telling me that Winston, somehow or the other, it seems so much better and longer period that I can interact with you on the live stream rather than the WhatsApp, because after some time WhatsApp we get tired and all. But on the live stream you have a little option, like if I am cooking, I can still hear your Rosemary, I always keep your thing on, and then now and then I come and I comment something, but your video is always on. This morning also I had your chess video on my phone. I had your chess video on, and then later on I wanted to show somebody. No, see, I got Rosemary, and I went to show, and I suddenly saw, oh, some other video has come on. That means it ended. Then I asked them. Then Pita also told me. Pita said, yes, you are off. And I think Kenlin also was still on my live stream. And Kenlin also said, no, you are off. Your video is off. And I said, oh, okay, that is why. So I had kept it on, right till you went offline, when you all were playing chess with Randy. So yes, so it gives you a little flexibility. You can still hear what somebody is talking. You can still come and interact with them. So yes, it's nice. It's good. The live stream. So Pita was just saying, the live stream is so much better even than WhatsApp. So I was telling Pita and Rosemary, I'm telling you, and I'm telling anyone else also who comes to my channel, if you ever want to come and speak, be part of my channel, when I'm doing live stream, and you want to be also a co-host, and speak, because you can speak much more than when you can write, right? Writing is limited, and speaking is much more, and you can get to the people more when you're speaking something rather than typing out the message. So if any of you want to be a co-host with me on my live channel, please tell me. And if you can guide me, like Rosemary is very experienced in this, so, and the others, so if you guide me how to do it, I'll do it immediately, like, whenever you request it, I can do that immediately. So just do let me know. I would like some of you to come in and also share, like, so for the evening, to continue with the morning theme, like how do you normally spend your Sundays? If you can just give, anything, like any comment you want to make about that. How do you usually spend a Sunday? Like, there will be some differences now and then, in spending a Sunday. Like, I never used to do live stream on weekdays. Also, forget about the weekend, right? But now this Sunday, this Saturday and Sunday, I've just been doing live stream in the morning and evening to test it out, to see, how's the response and what it is like. Uh, want to see, like, any stray US people, like, who are not on my channel, not my subscribers. If they stop by and they check out, so get some new people, like, and again, all of you can share your links again. Every day, whenever I come on live stream, it's open. You can share your links on my channel. So if there is anybody new, then they can, also subscribe to your channels as well. So yes, just do that. So just put into the comments, like, how do you usually spend? I know one thing, because most of you are Roman Catholics or Christians, and in our part of the world and in the West, many are Christians. So Sunday is a day of obligation. So I know that is a major thing, that they all go to church. So what else do you do, like, on a Sunday usually, like, on a Sunday? Like, somebody may be having a get together, somebody may be having cook a special meal. I know, like, in school days it was always rushed, like, breakfast is rushed, lunch was rushed, only dinner we could have at leisure, like, so Sunday was the main day. If we had, like, ham and bacon, sausages, fried egg, like, Sunday was the main day. Sometimes Saturday we would have it, but Sunday was considered the main day, something special, something extra. The food also was something special and extra. So, yes, so Sunday was always something special for us, where food is concerned, and where breakfast was concerned, and lunch and dinner. It was always something special that was made on Sundays for us. And rest of the days, like, was just anything would do, kind of a thing. But of course, mom used to cook and all that, for us. But Sundays used to be absolutely special for food: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yes, Pita, thank you. You are a genuine supporter. Rosemary, all are genuine supporters who are on my live stream, and who have been on my live stream last few days. All are genuine supporters. All are genuine supporters. So, I really value that. I really value that. Pita also sends me a lot of videos, the Paseo de Santiago, which I put for 3 days. Even my today's short video, that is also sent by Pita. So she keeps sending me a lot of videos. She keeps thinking of something new, like, to send me. So she sends me, and I acknowledge in my description. I acknowledge also whoever sent me. So my sister Pita and Veronique from France. I'm hoping Veronique joins my live stream once, so you can all interact with her, and she can interact with you. I know she's a little shy, I think, also because of the English, you know, but her English is not bad. Her English is not bad. So, she writes pretty good English because we communicate on WhatsApp. And like, I have known Veronic, like, maybe the longest I know any of you. So I think almost when Google came out, like I do not know how on which website we got in touch with each other or something, but like I would say like almost 20 years, like we have been in touch. We have seen each other's kids growing up, and that way when I was in Dubai, she wanted me to come also. She wanted to come and visit myself and my family. But her husband said, no, Dubai, the Arabs and all, don't go alone. Don't go alone there. Like, not good to go alone. And he couldn't accompany her. So she never ever made it to Dubai when I was there. But it's like that, And whenever she has gone on visiting places, and she used to send me postcards by post, by post. Yet those were no emails and all that. So she used to send it by post. I still have those postcards, of different places she visited, and she would write a little note behind that postcard. But she didn't post the postcard. She put all the postcards into a big envelope, and then she would mail it out to me, like. So I've got a lot, like periodically. I've got a lot. I took out pictures and I brought them, and now and then I send it to them. I send it to her, and Google gives me some pictures as a reminder. But I've got all those postcards back home in Canada. I didn't throw them out. I kept them. Some things I'm stupid like that. I'm very sentimental, and as I tell everybody, I'm I'm 10% senti and 90% mental. So I'm very sentimental, 10% senti and 90% mental. So I'm that mad, like I keep some things, I treasure some things, So that's how it is. And like this morning also, on Rosemary's channel, Alex told me that I said I'll be going on live, and she said, "Oh, I'll be in church at that time." But still, she came on my channel, peeped into my channel in the morning, and then she would have gone to church. So like that, I'm really thankful for all the support I get here. Alex, you said you're going to make a community channel with all of us, right? So when are you doing that? It'd be wonderful to see, like, what's your idea? If you can share with me, what's the idea like you have in mind about community channel? So if you cannot start it, I can start it. I have time, like So just tell me along what lines, in what way, how do you want to develop that our community channel, like So share your ideas, like and if you want, like I can start it. And I do not know. I need to know, like how you want to do it and run it and things like that. So let me know. Let me know. It'll be fun. Pita is very busy. She has no time. Pita used to have a nice blog, and she used to post, right, also everything about the kitchen and all that. She used to post it regularly. She used to share it with me first before posting and all that. Have a look at it, see how it is and all that. So just yes, this morning I think I was asking her what happened. Maya blog. You have not posted something for a long time, and then she was saying yes, no time and no probable date when she will renew that because she's really up to her neck in work. So I understand. Yeah, I understand. We get busy with work. I know I am finding it too much to do two live streams in a day. Yeah, too much. Maybe I just come on for 1 hour, 2 hours and finish. Even if there's a lot of people, stop. After about 2 hours or something like that. So even now in the evening, maybe I'll just stay on for 1.5 hour maximum, depending on how many are there. But maximum, I will stay on for 1.5 hour. Like this morning also, I ended it early. I ended it like from 1:30 onwards. I was telling Pita, I think I'm going to end it, and some of the other we were chatting and talking and all, and then finally at like little before 2 o'clock, I ended it like around that, and I was able to look at some of my content, what I have, look at some content, and then I could, I was putting them together. I was putting the, similar things together into a folder. I'm very organized that way, systematic. So I am putting similar things into a folder, and then from there I will, make the videos into either a premiere, because I want to do some more premieres during the week. So I can do the premieres at any time, and I can do most of the premieres later in the night. Let's see. I want to get some more US people, or random people. I want to get random people, to join in. So yes, that's what. Ia, welcome, Ia, welcome. Ia also is another one who is always here. Sometimes she's first on the channel. She's left a message also on the channel. So Ia, yes, Ia is a very strong supporter also. So welcome, Ia, welcome. Nice to see you here. Thank you so much for joining in. So please just tell me, how do you normally spend your Sunday? Put into the comments, how do you normally spend your Sunday? And Ia, if you ever want to be a co-host with me, please do let me know. I would love to have somebody co-hosting the live stream with me, instead of me doing the talking, completely. And that will be nice. And even if you'll speak in Tagalog, Visaya, Cebuana, whatever dialect you'll speak in, it's okay. It will help us to learn. In due course of time, it will help us to learn. And Maya also is doing a lot. She's sending me, words and sentences and all, and I'm trying to pick up with that. But Tagalog and Bisaya, they are like two different languages completely. You know, things are so different, the words are so different, they use different words for the same thing. So uh, I'll get confused. I cannot be learning two languages. So I know Tagalog is the main language in Philippines. So the first language like in Philippines. So it's good to know that. So let's see, I will shuffle between whatever I can. And like I always said, I'm not very good in learning languages, not good at all in learning languages. But I guess if I'm living in Philippines and I'm associating with Filipinos a lot, I'll soon get used to. Like I mentioned once before, I went to Japan and I was helping to teach the kids that my brother has in the school. And when I was sitting and listening to him, I picked up so many of the Japanese vocabulary. To tell the students like, don't do this. Why are you doing that? Take out your books, get ready for your lesson. So some things like that. Now I have forgotten everything. But at that time I was. And my brother even remarked once, and I heard him telling my sister in law that, oh, look at Winston, he's speaking some Japanese now to the students. So, it was like that. It's a nice feeling. I don't mind. I'm interested. That's the thing. I am interested. But I need somebody to speak with. Then only I will be able to improve. And that's why in Thailand, I have had no one to communicate with. Okay, I've seen this very often. MMLSO. What does this mean? What does this mean? MMLSO. Is it some abbreviation in the Filipino language for something? I see it so often, this is how I see something and I would like to know what is it like, like learning. I love to learn. I may forget it, but I still like to learn. So it's that way. So please, whoever's here, just put in a comment. How do you normally spend your Sundays? Please do tell me, how do you normally spend your Sundays? Okay, Alex. All right. Schedule our. Alex says we can schedule our time, live streaming, so that we can support each other and create 4 playlists. It will help to grow your watch hours. Yes. Okay. Okay. Um, Send me some more details how you want that done, and let us see how we can coordinate. My time is flexible, except I cannot do it little late in the night. I'm not this because my lighting is not proper, and things are not proper out here where I am at the moment. So um, that's why I don't want to do the live, but I'll do premiere. I will do premieres later in the night. I will do premieres. I'm preparing the premieres. I will do the premieres later in the night. And I know when I was in the other province, it was such a lovely place I had, nice apartment. It had open from two sides. One side was a balcony, the other side was a window, and I got cross ventilation as well. You know, um, I had air condition as well. But the main thing is the lighting. There also the lighting was just one, but I had a lot of light during the day. I should have started live stream long ago, but let it be. We can't regret over the past, right? No use crying over spilt milk. So yes, so just tell me like what you want. That's why, Alex, get into an email. Then we can share WhatsApp numbers or something, or Messenger. Get in touch with me through Messenger or something. We can share, because I don't like to speak personal things, in public comments. Even like Dell, when there's something that I asked him, I said, and many people have asked me also something and said, if you don't mind telling. And I said, no, I don't mind. But there's some things that are very personal. We cannot discuss it open in public, like, because it doesn't concern others, and they also might get fed up. What are these two, just exchanging messages for each other on a public forum, so I honestly do not believe. Like, honestly, I'll tell you, okay, this is just my feeling. All right, don't get offended, but this is my feeling. Like Joyce, I found Joyce like was coming out with a lot of stuff like and all that, and she also used to say, if you don't mind, and I said, no, I don't mind, but then there's certain things I do not want to put it out in public, and then I kept telling Joyce, I said, Joyce, if you want anything, I've got the Burton channel, I've got an email, just send me an email, send me your first email, and then I thought I will share a WhatsApp or something. And then finally we did that, and now we are good friends. We have not really called each other on WhatsApp, but we have messaged each other on WhatsApp. And she's a teacher, I'm a teacher, so we share so many things. We share in conversation about lessons and lesson plans, and something about like that kind of content. Like, and then she always tells me, Winston, I enjoy your videos because I can use so many things. You're doing like a geography, when you're sending posting videos of different places and all, and sometimes it might blend with a lesson that she has to do, so she says, I can use it, and I pass it on also to my colleagues. She passes it on to the colleagues. And something very strange. I spent a lot of time today with the algorithm, of YouTube, trying to analyze. So I went into their main analytics, details, and I went into the geography, and I went into the geography by country and by city, by country and by city. So I went into separate the shorts, the videos, and the live stream. I went separately, and I was shocked. I was really shocked, and I was really surprised that uh, Spanish Town, as the city, Spanish Town was showing number one on my channel. I was really surprised. Spanish Town was showing number one, on my this, and very often, when I'm looking at cities, very often Bangkok is coming up with a high number, and there's another place, Bang means, in Thai it means village, district, village. Muang means district. Bang means like a village. But now they have become cities and all, but they still have the name Bang, Bang. So Bang Khu Wat, Bang Khu Wat. So I said, I'm finding this very often coming up like as a second best city. Watching my videos. So Bangkok, I can understand. Okay, that means there are so many Thais who are watching that in Bangkok is the highest city watching, and So today I googled to see where this place is, and this place is kind of part of the previous province where I was, Patum Thani. That is where I was before, and it's part of that province, one of the districts in that province, and I never knew that. And I'm surprised, like, I don't know who are the people there. Nobody that I know of, nobody that I personally know of, there, and nobody in Bangkok. I don't have so many Thais like subscribers or anybody, like, and they are not on WhatsApp because Thai people use a line ID, Line. So Thai people always use a line ID. So they are on line ID, and I don't post my videos on line ID because you have to post it individually to people. Like, like WhatsApp, you have to post individually. So I don't do that. So I only post it on Facebook. Yes, I have a couple of Thais who are like, they are friends. Like, we don't keep in touch. We just comment on each other's posts sometimes, and sometimes we miss it and all. So not really, not even a nodding acquaintance with people. But yes, I have a lot of Thais on my Facebook. So I post the videos on Facebook. So maybe from there, like, but then they are not really known to me. And uh, I find very few Thais are on subscribers. Very few Thais are subscribers also, but people are watching. So I was surprised, like in this previous province where I lived, Patum Thani, and in this particular district, like, this small district in that province, and I do not know who's living in that district to, come up at number one and number two as a city, in, as the main city, who's watching my videos and all. Very surprising that is. So, like US and Philippines and all are like, in country wise they are ranking pretty okay, but in ranking wise also, Thailand and US is always having a fight. And sometimes I find Philippines coming up also there. So Philippines is always there in that. Mostly the two or three or four, is mostly there, like, but in the city wise, I was really surprised about this. Like, I had to Google today finally to find out where the city is, and I'm surprised. I do not know how many people there. So that city, so many people must be, involved in watching my videos compared to, any other country in the world, cities. So it was nice. And Spanish Town also, I only know Joyce, and Joyce, I know she got me another person who subscribed, and I subscribed to his channel. And but I know she shares it with a lot of her people and a lot of her teachers, and she encouraged them to subscribe, and they must have subscribed, but they are not YouTubers, so I do not get a notification from them. And even YouTubers, if they subscribe, but I don't know, it said something like, if they have not, what did it say? If they have not registered themselves to be for allowing other people to watch, then, you cannot see whether they have subscribed. Only if they have given permission. So I don't know, like, because people would normally, if you're a YouTuber, you will give permission to others to watch your channel, right? So why would you block somebody? So I do not know. Like when I used to post anything, like, before on Facebook, I used to only choose friends, not public, right? But now we post public, right? So anybody can see it, anybody can watch it, anyone can interact. So yes, I was a bit surprised about this city in Bangkok. So it's really good. Okay, okay, means mega, mega, mega love shout out. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Ia, for that explanation. Mega, mega love shout out. Okay, fine. All right, good. And of course, the emoticons, I see very often the same emoticons going on. Yeah, Philippine adventure, emoticons going out. All right. So all that must be also shout out. Hi, 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 shout out, right? Like in Thailand. Okay, in Thailand. Now, we always use the term LOL, right? Laugh out loud, LOL. Or sometimes we just put ha 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 ha. Or sometimes we put he, to laugh, he, ha ha ha. So we put that, right? Now in Thailand, they usually put the number 5. So it usually goes 3 times, and sometimes it goes more than 3 times. So usually it goes 3 times. So what is the logic behind it? This is what I kind of discovered. What is the logic behind it? is that we say ha ha ha, correct? And in Thai numbers, ha means five. Ha means five in Thai numbers. So they put 555. So I said, then I saw once 5555, and sometimes I see five fives, 55555. So I said, okay, I know 555, and like we know, no, three is a complete number, seven is a complete number. These are like considered to be complete numbers, right? So three is a complete number in itself. We say, so that's why I usually see in sports and all. Only first three places they will get medals and cups and certificates, and it's always the first three places who stand. So three is a complete number, like the least complete number. Okay, so I understand they put ha ha ha, and many times we also put three ha ha ha. It's just force of habit, I think, right? So they also put. So when I said what is 5555 or another five, five times, why? They said that it means laughing out extra loud, like laugh out loud, no, LOL. So that is like laughing out louder still. Okay, okay, I said. So I also use it whenever I communicate with anyone on Line app, or there's a comment to be given. Now there is another person. She has never come on my live, but I've been on her live. I'm always going out or watching her videos, and she's from Thailand. But though she's from Thailand, she is now living in Atlanta, and she's mostly putting up like food video, eating food videos. That is her channel. So when I comment on that, then I put 555. When I put something, if something to laugh about, I put 555, because if you put that, then they all know you must be from Thailand or you must be associated with the Thai people. So you put 555. So like for her, I put 555. Though she's in Atlanta, but she's Thai. So yeah, very interesting. See, this is what culture, the different culture from people, different way of life, different pattern of life. It's so wonderful to get to know it, and I've got to know so much about Thai culture and things like that. I used to Google about it also before. Like I made my first visit to Thailand in November 2017. So after that, I began to do more. Incidentally, just to tell you, I had relationship with Thai many years back, going down to, oh my God, which year did I do it? I did my TESOL through Thailand. I did my TESOL online through Thailand. I was Googling where to do my TESOL, and then I saw this place in Thailand. It was reasonable and it was good. And I did the TESOL from uh, Phuket, from some place in Phuket. I would like to go there and visit that office, but I don't haven't been as yet, because Pattaya, Phuket, all these are mostly for bar scenes, bar girls. People rush mostly for all that. Apart from the beaches, that I'm not a drinker. I'm not into womenizing and having going and having fun. No, I'm not into all that. So I'm not really ever thought of going over there. So maybe I'll take a trip once, because when I want to do a South Thailand tour, because lots of nice places. There's another beautiful island and beach resort called Pangna, very nice. And there are many other places also over there, many other beaches, many other nice places that I want to go and see, so when I have the time, I have the money and resources, and I can make a plan. I got a plan like already for the places and all, but I'll need to make a plan as which is the best way to go and how to go on route how to go to different places. Make the best of that. So then at that time, I will go to Phuket and stay for at least about 2 nights, 3 days, and I want to go to this uh, place where I did my TESOL from and meet some of the people. I don't know if the people who were my mentors, and marking my papers, whether they are still there. But it will be nice to go, and interact with them. So I will do that one day. So yes, this was like in the early 2000s, maybe like before 2010. So in fact, if I'm not mistaken, it is 2007 only. I did a lot in 2007. So yeah, maybe 2007. So I did my course. I must check the date. So I did that is all, and I did teaching business English also. I did a course on teaching business English as well. So yes, so that was it. 1 minute. Let me just plug in my battery. Okay. I don't want my live stream suddenly ending, right? So yes, I will take a trip there and I will go down and see, because it's far away. It is expensive for travel. Um, so, and if I travel by air, it's better, faster. But if I go by land, I like to go also by land. You see more places going by land rather than going by air. So I will see how I will work out, the cost effectiveness and time factor and everything like about that. Accommodation is pretty expensive, so I have to work out that out. So yeah, then at that time I will go to this Tesol. So I've been associated with Thailand from before, so I began reading a lot about Thailand, and they had a king before the present king. They had a king there, King Bhumibol Adulaj. Very good man. What a man. He really lived for the people, and died for the people. But very nice man. So when they had the funeral, and they don't have the funeral immediately, they keep the king's like almost for a year. His body was kept embalmed almost for a year, and after the year, they had the funeral. And I know at sometime in 2018, early 2018, they had the funeral, or middle of first quarter or second quarter of this. They had the funeral, and it was like, because of the time factor, it was night for me. But believe me or not, I stayed up the whole night. I stayed up the whole night and I watched his funeral. And lucky I didn't have a night shift. I had an off day, so I stayed up the whole night because I could sleep during the day and then go for the night work next day. So I stayed up the whole night and I watched his funeral. But when we came to the end, they did not show the cremation because they said like they wanted it to be only with the family, because they know people all over the world and even Thailand they were watching. But they said they wanted it to be a family closed affair, so they did not air the cremation. They did not do that. But it was so nice watching. How he was taken. Paraded through the streets, and how the people were in the streets out there and all. It was really very nice. To watch all that. And what happened, like when I went in 2017, I visited a couple of places, right? So when I saw the funeral procession going through those streets, it came back to me. Oh yes, this is the street. Oh yes, I'd want to see a school over there, and like all those kind of things came back to my mind, it refreshed my memory, oh yes, I've seen this. And talking about all this, I don't know, but it's a very strange thing. People talk about reincarnation, right? About reincarnation. My daughter was into all this. My daughter was into a lot of Reiki and all these kind of spiritual things. She had a good business in Dubai. Also, she started it in Canada when she came, but things didn't work out well in Canada. But in Dubai, it was very successful. She sold the franchise to some good friend of hers, and that friend is really doing very well, so my daughter's into this, and my daughter talks about previous lifetimes, and she can remember a lot about her previous lifetimes, and she knows who are they and all that. And some or the other, when they happen to connect with each other, they are able to even know about their previous lifetime. And like she's saying, there were some people who she was their mother in a previous lifetime, and later on in another lifetime, like they were her daughters, in another lifetime, so a very strange, hard to understand, hard to believe, like all these things, but it is there. And it's only after my wife passed away that my daughter told me that my wife also was kind of not psychic, but like more into all these kind of things. And I remember back home when we were newly married, uh, one morning when we got up, my wife said, Did you feel any, did you have a strange feeling last night? Did you sleep well? I said, yes. Before I used to sleep very well. I said, yes, I slept well. Why? What happened? She said, no, it's okay. I said, no, no, no. Now you got me intrigued. So you must tell me what happened. Why you asked me that question? And she said, because in the night when she got up, she saw a woman, an elderly woman, sitting by my bedside, because like I used to sleep on one side, my wife on the other side. And she said like that elderly woman, she was dressed in white, she had white hair also, and she was stroking my hair. She was just stroking my hair. And it's not that somebody that my wife recognized, she, and my wife also could see, spirits. She could see spirits. So that I believe there are many people that see the spirits, like, so I know about that. So she could see it. So she said this lady in white and white hair, elderly lady, was just sitting and stroking my head. I said, no, I never felt anything. I didn't even feel the presence of anyone, like, so yeah, strange. So after she passed away, only my daughter told me all about that, and she told me like my wife also had many lives on Earth, and she said like that was the last life on Earth. My wife would never come back again to Earth, never be born again. She would never come back to Earth. That was her last life. And even for my daughter, I think so. This is her last life. She'll never be coming back again, like, So yeah, it's their faith and what beliefs they have, and so I tend to go along with it. I don't understand that because for me, once you're gone, right? But strangely talking about this, when I came to visited Bangkok the first time, and I went around where the previous King's Palace used to be, and this Chao Phraya River, there were some places I went, and I could almost picture, but I had no one to communicate with and really tell, like, kind of, right? So, but I could say, I think I remember this place. Something gives me a feeling that I think I know this place, but it looks changed now. And it was like something like this, like this. So I literally went into trying to find old pictures, old pictures on the website for Thailand, trying to find old pictures and see what they looked at. And according to my memory, I kind of felt like, yes, it is something like what I could remember of, like, but I don't remember myself living any previous life. No, I don't remember anything about any previous life. And my daughter also cannot, she cannot feel or she cannot know whether I have had previous life. She doesn't know about that. So yeah, so I do not know, like, is there something like this? Because I did remember certain places, in Bangkok. It felt like as though I have been here before, I felt like that. But it's changed, things are different. So, there must be some reality in all this, right? There must be some reality. So yeah, I always say whatever is each one's belief, it's good, like, believe in it and stick with it, like, so there are many in the world who are with all these spiritualism things, like, so yeah, I'm very happy with that. So I don't think anyone has yet commented, how do you normally spend a Sunday? How do you usually spend a Sunday? I don't think I saw any comments coming in about that. Oh, hello, sister dear. I'm so sorry. I kind of missed you. I do not know when you crept in. Quietly, you crept into the live stream. Thank you so much, sister, for joining the live stream. I missed you this morning, but I know it is your sleeping time. Oh, I'm looking. I cannot find sister dear. Are you online? I am going scrolling back, but I don't see. Yeah, who did you mean by Emily? Okay, one way to find out. Yeah, who did you mean by Emily? Because you wrote at Emily MMLSO. Mega, mega, mega. Loud shout out. Very good. It's nice to learn up, certain things from different countries, their expression, what they mean. People always say the first thing you learn is the bad language, right? First thing is you learn the bad language of any country. But fortunately, I know I have never been able to do that. I've learned the good words, nice words, greetings, mostly the greetings. They are the best way, like, greetings. Like I used to hear them saying kamustaka, kamustaka. So I thought it was kamustaka, but I realize now when they write it, it is kamusta, and then ka is separate. Kamusta and ka is separate. But I used to think it's one word, kamustaka, kamustaka. So I guess they just say it that way, but when they are writing, they write kamusta and ka. So I wonder what that means. Like, what does the ka? What does the ka? Or sometimes, it's just a polite way of ending, an ending like a polite way. Like in Thai, they have that. The females, they say ka, they say ka. That's how they end it. Anything they say, then they will say ka. And the male people say crap, crap. The male people will end with. So how are you means savasdi. So savasdi ka. The female will say savasdi ka, and the male will say savasdi crap. So they say crap, they say crap, they say carp, all different versions. Some say crap. I used to feel so strange to say crap. You know what, in our language, English colloquial language, what crap means, like, uh, apart from rubbish. So I don't like to say crap. So I say crap, crap. It's spelled like KHRAP. But some of them just say cup. Some of them say it, pronounce it almost like the female way they say it, the way they don't go into the endings, they don't stress on the endings. Like we are so particular about endings also, right? We kind many words we make sure we pronounce the endings also, right? Like we don't say car and cut, we say cut. That T comes out silently, but it comes out cut, cut. But we don't just say car, but they would just say car. They do not pronounce the N. But in context, they would know what they are talking about. And I think I said it this morning or yesterday. Thai script is very difficult to read. It all goes one into the other. They're not divided into words. It just goes one into the other. They just keep writing one into the other. Next line, one into the other. You do not know where to stop. And how well they know. They know as they are reading, they can read fluently. They know where the each word is, like, and what it means. For me, like, it's very, I have to look carefully because I just about know a little bit of the Thai alphabet. So I have to literally look and see, do I recognize this word? Or if I want to know a particular word, like sorry or good morning or something, I have to literally read the script and see where I can recognize the letters to join it together to make it into a word. Like, it's very difficult. But how well they are able to read, like, and know, like, what people. I think that's one of the worst scripts. Just everything running one into the other. All the letters run one into the other. Oh my God! But they are doing it well. Bon appetit, Pita, bon appetit to all Filipinos who are having their dinner now, or already finished their dinner, or about to eat dinner, because now it's dinner time in the Philippines. Ah, yes, it's 6 o'clock. Yeah, dinner time in the Philippines. So, Yes, it's good. I also did some cooking. There was some mince. I cooked up the mince. I needed to go out to buy either bread or rice, but I said no. Let me relax a little bit and let me see to some videos and all that. So I did a lot of things after my live stream. First I ate, and then I did a lot of other things like and then I cooked as well. I cooked the mince. I have a packet of those 2 minute noodles, so I can use make up the noodles. Mince is cooked, just boil the noodles. I soak it in water and just hot water. The noodles are cooked in 2 minutes. They are cooked. I mix it with the mince and eat it. So I'll have that for tonight because tomorrow I have got to go out to the hospital to do a general checkup, general medical I need to do. So when I go there in the morning, I'll do that. It might take me a whole day. I'll have lunch outside. And then in the evening, depending when I finish, if I finish early, I'll go and sit in the mall. If I finish late, then I'll go directly to the market and I'll buy my stock, for the week. So from Tuesday, I can start cooking. Hello, sister. Hello, sister. Oh, tomorrow you have a holiday. Okay, sister. Good. Okay. What is the public holiday? Okay, that's good, sister. Good to see you here. I kind of missed you earlier. Yeah, I do not know why they all have riots and so much of clashes and all these things. The Hindus, the Muslims, Christians. Lots of clashes take place on a religious basis. It's very sad. It's very sad. Yes, sister. I'm happy. Also, you are here. Like Pita is saying, like, I'm enjoying the live stream, over here much more than the WhatsApp video calls. But I was telling everybody, my sister calls me practically every day. Like she calls me, and we are always talking to each other. And the other day, when you didn't send even a good morning message, I really got worried, sister. I said, and evening I contacted James and I said, James, like, what's happened to mom? I've not even received a good morning from her. But then I was happy to note everything was okay. And you were busy and you had gone out, for your meeting and all those things. So, yeah, I was happy with that. Yes, with live stream, no need of calling. But then what happens in live stream? It's only me talking, right? And y'all are not able to type out a lot of information, correct? But when we are talking on WhatsApp and all, like we are on camera, when we are talking, we are both interacting with each other, right? So, of course, you are doing more talking than me. When you are doing more talking than me when we are there, but still, we are talking to each other. Here it is only monologue, one way talk. That's why anybody, please, my humble request, anybody, please, if you want to be a co-host, you want to come on my live stream, and you also want to, co-host it and talk about whatever we are doing and make comments about what people are writing, please, 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 do come and be a co-host on my live stream, and do also give me a break from talking. And nice for other people to see who you are, get to know you by face, put a name to the face, like, and interact better, next time. So please, 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 any of you want to be co-hosting with me, I'm welcome the idea. I'll be very happy, most happy to share my screen with you, and I can be instructed how to do that, and I'll follow and I'll get that done, like, So, yes, anybody ever wants, do let me know anytime. I'm ready to offer my screen for you to come on, please. And many of you who have YouTube, you are doing it on your channel, so come as a co-host and on my channel and speak also, like, interact. I will feel happy also about that, and let others also put a name to the face, like, it'll be good. Oh, LOL. Alex, LOL means laugh out loud. If that is what you're meaning, I don't even know the meaning. LOLS. LOL. LOL means laugh out loud. And before they used to have something laugh out loud rolling on the floor. Something like that was there. Rolling on the floor. Like, when you laugh, you fall to the floor and you keep rolling with laughter, So they even, I know they used to have this they used to have this before, rolling on the floor. And does anyone remember this? There was an emoticon of rolling on the floor, or is the laugh and laugh out loud also seems to be something similar, but I know this rolling on the floor, it really had that. So LOL means laugh out loud. Yes, sister, but just got a little worried. No, I got a little worried, like, wondering what happened. Usually a good morning, we share a good morning first thing, and even when you get up for a pee break or I get up for a pee break, we kind of send a good morning, right? So, and then go back to bed, kind of. So I was a bit surprised. They say life is uncertain, death is sure. Life is uncertain. You never know what happens when, but just wish that everybody is good, is that way. So just a little worry. It's like, in the days of the telegram. Telegram comes means first thing we are thinking it is bad news. Nobody used to say, oh, telegram will be some good news. No, everybody, as far as I know, if a telegram came, it meant that yes, it is a bad news. We were ready for some bad news for telegram. I remember that so clearly. Yes, you can still interact with the chat, but then you're typing, and typing, how much do you type, right? How much do you type? Like I'm asking everybody, just tell me, how do you usually spend your Sunday? I don't recall seeing anything like that. Yes, sister. That's why when people are saying, oh, you're doing well on your live stream now, you're improving, you're doing well, you're talking well. And I say, yeah, I guess I can talk because I'm a teacher. So I'm used to always standing up in front and talking. So, yes. But of course, I change my teaching method, okay? I change my teaching strategies, almost quite different from other teachers. And I remember in Dubai Scholars, one day Mrs. Miranda, the principal, she was passing by, and they have a little window in the door, so they can peep through. So she passed by, and then suddenly she walked into my class and she said, Mr. Burton, what is happening in your class? I see total chaos. I said, oh, really? You see chaos? I don't see any chaos, I said. Oh, Mrs. Miranda, you mean you do not see a teacher standing in the front of the class, talking and teaching to the students, and you feel what I'm doing is chaotic in the class, but do you feel there's any noise going on in the class? Do you see any students running around in the class? Do you see any students sleeping in the class? So I don't know why you mean by chaos. What you mean by chaos, I don't know. We divide our students into groups, and sometimes it is strong students together, sometimes it is a strong and weak students together. And then as a teacher, I go around, I explain what is the work to be done. I go around, I sit with them in their groups, each group at a time. While I'm sitting with one group, I can hear to the other group. The arrangement of the class is upset. It is divided, it is changed around. Not everybody is sitting facing the front of the class, so it's all divided. So I can hear some other group what they are talking. I can help to correct them. I can help to so I love a lot of group work that I do a lot of hands-on work, for them to do that. We do like a lot of themes, and find out work and research and put your ideas together. Even to write a composition or an essay, I tell them to discuss your ideas together, and then each one can write separately, but they discuss. So even the weaker ones will get some ideas and they can contribute. And I make sure that the stronger people in the group, the cleverer children in the group, they do not just do everything for the group, so I'm going around and I'm supervising and I'm watching and I sit with them and I'm being a mentor with them. So I told my principal, so I'm sorry, I said, this is my method, but if you want to take action, you can take action, but I think my class is working well, and they are working quieter than any other class next door to me, I said. They run on their old, now she was pretty old herself, so still living, living with your ancient your school days, like living with that system of teaching. No, grow with the times. You need to grow with the time. And this is where I say I question. I don't stay quiet. I question that. Yes, no one answered the theme. And morning also, no one answered the theme. And now also, nobody is answering the theme. Pita, you told me something about it. Morning, you told me. Morning, you answered it. You told me something about uh, how you about your Sunday, what you like about Sunday. So yes, you did share. You did share it in the morning. So I'll give you another anecdote about myself. Okay, talking about teachers and all, uh, practically in my whole teaching career, I have always been at loggerheads with principals. Always been at loggerheads with principals. The school in India where I taught for 10 years, okay, in the first year, everything was quite nice. But from the second year to the 10th year, I was at loggerheads with the principal, you know. And he tried his best, so many things he tried to do to get against me, and he would argue and he would, but he's the principal, so he would take action and, all sorts of things. But um, I stuck out through it. But I mentioned the other day, finally, when he removed me from being the senior coach of the football team because I had an argument with him, and they used to supply the staff with the football boots. I took the boots. He was talking about he was providing me with free boots. So I took the boots and I threw it back in his face. And I left a note and said, give it to the principal. Tell him I don't need his boots. I can afford to buy my own boots. And within an hour, he sent out a circular that Mr. Burton is no longer the senior 11 football coach, and he appointed another person as the senior 11. That was my last straw. Football is my passion. Then I said, no, I cannot work. Then immediately I left. I left the school premises, and I already had my own home. So I moved off to my own home, you know, moved the whole family and all, and we started living in our own home, and so I never had to do as a residential. You have to do extra duties in the school. So that also he was annoyed. Oh, you didn't give notice. I said, look at my agreement and tell me in my agreement if I have to give any notice period for leaving the school. I have to give 1 month's notice, or 1 month's salary. But for changing from residential to non-residential, I nothing in my contract. I said, I'm sorry. So I can leave residential and become non-residential anytime. After that, he harassed me even more. But I was lucky. I managed to get a job in Dubai, and I went off to Dubai. Then I took my family also to Dubai. So I spent 19 years in Dubai teaching there. So before that, I was in a school in Muscat, in Sultanate of Oman, Muscat. I was in a school there, and the principal was nice to me. But suddenly, I was searching for my cousin, because my cousin was teaching in the Sultan Qaboos University, and my aunt, that's his mother, my aunt was the vice principal of La Martiniere Girls School, very prestigious girls school. So she was the vice principal for many years, and she never ever got principalship because the principal and she retired together. They had started out together and they retired together. So she never ever had a chance of becoming a principal. But I just asked him, about that. And I noticed from that time, he started against me, and I wondered why. Then when I some or the other I got in touch with my cousin, and then he used to visit me and all. He was teaching in very far away from me in a place called Nizwa, but I was in the capital city like Muscat. So whenever he used to come to see some friends, his bus used to stop opposite my opposite side of my where I was staying. So he would come across, meet me, and then take me to meet his friend. So he told me that my principal was first a Roman Catholic priest, but then he fell in love with this woman, and Catholic priests are not supposed to have all this and all. But he fell in love, and then he left the priesthood and he got married and had kids and all. So he was must have been ashamed of that I'll come to know his past. Anyhow, I came to know his past. But who's worried? Your past is your past. Why do I have to worry about it? But I think from that time only, when I told him I am searching for my cousin, and my aunt is vice principal of Lucknow, Wala Martini or Lucknow. And then later on, I came to know he is from Lucknow also, And then my cousin said he used to be a priest and all that. So, he was against me. So one day he came into my class to check my lesson, right? It was a grade 7 English lesson. He walked into the class. When he walked into the class and he went and sat at the back, I continued teaching. For me, like I'm a teacher, I am coming here to teach the students. I don't bother. You can be principal, you can be the board member, you can be anybody walking into my class. You are walking into my class, you don't stop my lesson, you ask me something, then it's a different thing because you want to inquire something directly from me. But if you just walk in and you're coming to observe my lesson, then you do your work of observing my lesson, right? So you walk into the class, you go at the back, you sit down, you observe your lesson, do whatever you want. Call me afterwards, speak to me, give me a memo, write out whatever report you want about my lesson. I'll accept all that. So he walked into the class, he went and sat at the back, and I continued with my lesson. And the children also did not get up to wish him. They were engrossed in my teaching and they carried on. And then I was teaching, and in the lesson there was a word called vice. Okay, I just write it just for the um, just interesting, vice. Now this word vice has many meanings, right? You say president and vice president, captain and vice captain. Okay, so it means like a subordinate, second in command, vice. Principal, vice principal, so second in command, like, so vice. All right. Then vice also means bad habit. If you have a like smoking, drinking, you know uh, cursing every time, bad language, all these are vices. Vices means something bad. Okay, bad language, that means vices. Okay, bad habits you have, that is a vice. Okay, but vice also had a different meaning. And when in the context of the lesson, so when we were this, one boy from the back of the class, he was very weak boy. In English he was very weak, but he expressed something which gave a kind of a meaning of the right meaning. It gave like the right meaning. I forget exactly what he said, but I know he said something that made sense like that. Now vice also means a strong grip. Vice means a strong grip, and there is a particular part of the machinery which is a vice. So if you want to tighten anything, you put something into that, you tighten this up, like, so vice, so it grips it. It grips it. Like if you use pliers and spanners, they slip, right? But this machine, the vice, will hold it in place, will hold a metal rod or anything in place, and you can, cut it, you can saw it, you can, do anything. So that's a vice. A vice means like a strong grip. So we use it also if you shake hands with somebody and they shake very hard. Oh my god, it's like a vice, a strong grip they have. So that was the meaning in the lesson, and that boy gave something which was like that meaning, holding something tight. And I was so happy that a weak boy gave that answer. And I said, very good answer, yes, and it means like a strong grip and all. And this principal sitting behind, he says, no, Mr. Button, I do not agree with you. That's not the meaning of the thing. And I said, I'm sorry. Sorry, his name was Mr. Lobo. I said, I'm sorry, Mr. Lobo, but in the context of the lesson we are doing, it is the perfect meaning in context with the lesson. So, but maybe like, you have not seen where it is in the lesson, but in the context of our lesson, it is a perfect meaning. What the boy gave was resembling a strong grip, and that is a perfect meaning. So I said that. Next minute, he just got up, walked away. Literally like 2 or 3 minutes later, the office boy comes with a book. Whenever you get a letter or you get anything, you sign in the book and take the letter. So the office boy came and he said, sir, for you. And I took it and all, and it said, as soon as you have finished your class and you are free, please come to my office. I said, okay. I took that and I signed for it and I went. And it happened that I was free after that English class. So I went there. When I went there, he told me to sit down. I sat down. And then he started off with me. He said, Mr. Burton, I did not like your attitude in the class. I said, oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Lobo, if you didn't like my attitude. But what about my attitude you did not like? He said, the first thing when I entered the class, you did not wish me. Oh, my apologies, Mr. Lobo, if I did not wish you. What else? He said, even the students did not get up and wish me. So I said, Mr. Lobo, what was your reason for visiting my class? So he said, of course, I came to observe your lesson. That's why I came to your class, to observe your lesson. Right. So you came to my class to observe my lesson. What is my role as a teacher in the class? My role as a teacher in the class is not to wish people entering my class. My role is to be teaching. And you should commend me that if I was teaching in the class and did not wish you, and the students did not get up to wish you, it means how engrossed they were in my lesson. You should commend me as being a very good teacher to hold the attention of the students, even though the principal of the school walked into the classroom. Right? Am I wrong in what I'm saying? I think I'm perfectly right. So you should be commending me instead of holding it against me and having a grudge and telling me you didn't like my attitude. I did not wish you, and my students did not wish you. It's a small mind, when you go for this, oh, you need to do this, you need to, small mind, Zita. So I told him. He got more angry. Then he said, you contradicted me in class in front of all the students. You contradicted me. I said, I'm sorry, Mr. Lobo. I did not contradict you. You contradicted me. I said, as you call me to your office now, you should have made your notes. You should call me to the office as you call me now. And then you should have told me, Mr. Burton, I think that meaning was wrong. But no, you contradicted me and you told me that that's the wrong meaning what the boy gave. And that's a weak boy, sir. That's a weak boy. And he is a weak boy, but he gave the right meaning. He gave similar kind of something and it was right. And in the context of the lesson, and I had taken my book with me. I said, if you want, you can open to the lesson. I'll show you where the line is, where the sentence is, and you can see for yourself. So what you should have done, I said, instead of even contradicting me, you should have just taken a book. You should have found out in that context where it is and what is the meaning in that context. Instead of I said, you undermined my ability as a teacher in the classroom by you speaking against me and telling me that's a wrong meaning. So you were trying to prove me wrong. So, sir, I did not prove you wrong. I just proved that what was the correct answer. That is what I proved, you know. So it was in no way I was meaning to offend you, but I didn't. Actually, I was ready to offend him because he really needed to be put into his place, So strongly I use, words, the way I use words, and like now how I pronounce certain words, that emphasis I give. So that way, that is my tone, he knew immediately. After that, he began, my God, more harassment, more harassment. I had a 2-year contract. I worked only for 1 year. I could not take my wife there because we were only 1 year married. I could not take my wife because the salary was very low. I could not sponsor her. So after 1 year, I gave my 1 month's notice and I said I'm breaking my contract and I'm going. I'm breaking my contract and I'm going. He said, no, you cannot break your contract. You have to complete 2 years. Now it so happened that the chairman of the school board, I used to tutor his son. The offer just came from the school. The chairman wants his son in grade 4 to be tutored. And so I told you he was good with me in the beginning. So he asked me if I'm ready to go and do it. And in a way, the person asked for me also. The chairman had asked for me because I used to teach his son social studies. In the classroom, I used to teach social studies to grade 4. And English, language, and literature, I used to teach grade 6 and 7. So he himself had asked for me also, and so I agreed. So I used to go to his house. Oh, if I've seen cars like limousines as well, if I've seen cars, I saw it there. That driver used to come in a different car every day to pick me up, take me for the class. Then he would drop me back, and then he used to take the boy to the school. So when he's going to the school, he would stop by. We used to get an allowance to go to the school, but still he would stop by and he would pick me up and go. And then another master started coming with me, and then one day he told me straight away, all you teachers get an allowance. You are teaching the boy. Because of that, I just, on my goodwill, I just pick you up. I'm going anyhow. I pick you up, and he doesn't mind. The father doesn't mind. So I just take you, but I'm not going to take that man. If you want that man, then both of you don't come. Very outspoken he was, the driver. So then I told that other guy, I'm sorry, because of you, I will get into, at least I got the lift. Then I had a lift. So it was like that. So I said, okay, don't worry, Mr. Lobo. You say I cannot break my contract. I have to stay here. I will, when I go to Mr. Kanaksi's house, I will talk to Mr. Kanaksi about it. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, Mr. Burton. I will see what I can do. I will see what I can do. And okay. And even my sister will bear me out. I think my sister will bear me out on this. Many years later, I had applied for a vice principal's position in that same school. And somebody had come for one of her parties, in the evening for one of her parties and all. They had come for her and her husband and all that. And when they came at the party, then they came to know and then casually talking, oh, Burton, your name was Burton. And they said, oh, we had a Burton also in the Indian Central School, and then my sister said, "Yes, that Winston Burton. That was my brother. He was working in the school there in 1980, 81. I was working there." So he said, "Oh my God," he's saying, "what a small world, because your brother has applied for the vice principal's post, and Mr. Lobo told the board members directly, if you appoint this man as the vice principal in my school, I am resigning as principal and leaving the school." After so many years, he's still carrying that animosity in his heart. After so many years, he's still carrying that in his heart. I cannot believe. That's why I said, no, small mind, really small mind. You can be educated, be a graduate, postgraduate, PhD. You can be any kind of degrees you can be holding, but it doesn't make you an educated man. It doesn't make you an educated man. So that was it. So I was at Loggerheads. In that school I taught for 10 years, 9 years I was at Loggerheads. All right. I went to Dubai. From there I went to Dubai. I was at Loggerheads over there with the headmistress. I left the school from there. uh, when my contract got over, I left and I came away and all. So I was at actually, she was the headmistress, then she went away. When she came back, she came back and got a designation as principal. So then my wife was working in the school as a secretary. The day she landed in the school office, my wife was there with 1 month salary. And Dubai, a salary was not much, but no one gives up money there, but we had a resignation letter, we had the 1 month salary. My school, she was the secretary, so we had done the withdrawal of my children from the school and everything. They left and they went to stay with my sister in Dubai. That time my sister and her husband and all had come to Dubai, and her son was there. So they went and stayed temporarily there, and then they got a place and moved to the other place and all that. And that happened like in July, August of that year. And in December, my contract was getting over. When my contract got over, I also left and went to Dubai. I didn't renew my contract. So, yeah, I was at loggerheads with that principal also. So, like that, many schools, I was at the loggerhead with the principal. Because for me, black is black, white is white, no gray areas. And I'm flexible. I'm flexible. I don't have gray area, but I'm flexible. I'm willing to do things. It all depends on circumstances, right? That is what is important. But yeah, so from where to where we go with the topic, right? I have lots of anecdotes, lots of experience in my life, good experiences, bad experiences, lots of experiences I have in my life. But it's all a learning experience. That is why I started my YouTube channel, life experiences. And my purpose was to interview people and they speak, not me speaking. I never wanted me to do speaking from before. But whenever I approached anybody, even till now, even some of my ex students, they said, yes sir, yes sir, we would like to come and speak. And I told them, you can do a live stream, with me, live interview, or we can do a pre-recorded interview. I'll send it to you. You tell me what to delete. I will edit it and then I will air it out. I will post it. So even that we can do a pre-recorded, interview. All said yes, yes, yes. Three of them said yes, 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 but nobody ever did it, and nobody wanted to do it. And that is also one of the reasons why, because that was in my head. This is what my life experience means, not mine. And if you see my older videos, I have an intro in my older videos. You see my intro, that will tell you what my purpose was. I said it's all about you. It is about your experiences, that is what. And I was hoping people will come onto my live stream. I told my colleagues in Australia also, like, we can have a interview and, give us, share your life experiences and all. Nobody is willing to come. Now also I'm saying, come and be a co-host with me. Nobody is agreeing to be a co-host with me. Nobody is agreeing. Why? In the Thai language, they will say "Thamai, Thamai, Thamai" means why, Thamai, why. So why? Come, be a co-host. Help me out. Let somebody let my viewers also hear somebody else's voice and see you. Let them see you in turns. So they know who they are interacting. Now it is only names. Oh, Alex and Rosemary and Emily and and Stephen. It's all just names, but now they can put a name to the face, so come and be my co-host, come and speak, because this is what I wanted my channel to be. People speaking about their life experiences, let them. And when they speak about their life experiences, then I would add something of mine also. Here I only am talking all about myself every time, but yes, so that is it. Pita, you sent me something on WhatsApp. Okay, please don't mind. Pita wants me to read something on WhatsApp. I know I saw the messages coming up. Okay, yes, I think I get carried away a little bit. Thank you, Pita. I think I get carried away a little bit. That's why I don't want to keep talking. Keep on talking, talking, talking. I get carried away with certain incidents that I speak about. I get carried away with those incidents, because uh, I feel like, why do we have to have these kind of things? Now, see, my principal for 9 years, he kept fighting with me, arguing with me, doing things against me. And later on, what happened? You passed away, you're gone. You know, do many people in the group also for the school, many people write good comments, they write good things. I avoid writing anything good because I didn't have a good experience with him. So I feel bad about it. I feel bad about it. But that's life. I did not have a good experience with him. I cannot say anything. I can say certain things that were good about him. Yes, I do say it. But the bad that he did for me supersedes the general good that he did. Like, one thing good about him, he stayed in a house where he during the monsoons there were leaks, and he literally had a lot of pots and pans. He had a lot of pots and pans kept there to collect the water, and when it got full he would throw it out and again keep it. He never spent the school money to renovate his house, to do it. So yeah, he was very good. When older buildings were pulled down, he would go personally, okay, out there. He would dig, he would poke around, he would see what wood is good, what other material is good. He would order them to keep it one side and make use of it in the new building, the new construction, or make use of it somewhere or the other. So yes, he had many good qualities like that. He did many things like that. He never spent all the school money. The minute he retired and the new principal came, he renovated the full villa, the full bungalow. He renovated it completely, and made it posh, made it grand. And then he started making a lot of money, in the school, But yes, this principal of mine, he really was a very good man. He was the longest reigning principal in the history of that school, and he did a lot of good for the school. I agree, but I only talk about from my personal point of view. Relationship was not good, and why? Why do you build up a bad relationship? Like in the beginning, he had some court cases with many teachers in the school, and we used to have a Friday evening movie, and there was one non-residential teacher. He used to be residential before also, but then he moved to non-residential. So, like, I used to sit and chat with him and his family and all. And one day the principal called me and said, Winston, you will not talk to Mr. So and so. And I said, why? No, he is having a case against the school. He is having a case against the school, and you have put a case against him. That is your relationship with him, not my relationship. It's got nothing to do with me. So I am not going to break my friendship with him for the school's sake, because it's not interfering with me. How he is acting with the school or whatever offense he's done, that you fight it out in court with him. But don't tell me to stop talking to him. I will not do. These are how the little things started building up, and the friction with the principal and me also. When I used to go from the Gulf, I used to play with the staff, as ex-staff, I used to play with the staff. The first time he saw me playing over there, he instructed the person who was the senior 11 coach. He instructed him, please tell Mr. Burton he is not permitted to play football on the field. Petty, right? Small mind, right? You're stopping me from coming and playing football on the field also. You took away, you removed me as the coach from the senior 11 football when I was teaching there. Now I'm coming back to just play football as with the staff, and stop me from doing that also. That vindictive he was, so vindictive. No, where do you take all this? Finally, you go to your grave, right? Where do you take? Create good memories so people will think of the good things. I cannot think I know there are good things, but I cannot think of the good things that he did, because for me he did not do any good thing. So it's like that. I don't like this. I don't like. Do good things, try to create a good memory. Let people, you do 10 good things, but you do one bad thing, people will always remember that bad thing. They will not remember the 10 good things, but they will remember that one bad thing that you did, right? It's general, that's what they do. So yes, that is how it is. So let it be how it is, what it is, how people want to behave. Let them behave as they want. Let them do as they want. That is their prerogative. That is their prerogative. That is how they want to behave. That is their outlook in life. So it's okay. It doesn't matter. Thank you, Pita. Thank you. But yes, I speak from the heart. I can speak bad things about myself. I can speak good things about myself. I'm okay with it. I'm perfectly okay. I'm not a perfect man. I'm not a perfect man. I have done many wrong things in my life as well. But uh, sometimes there are reasons beyond your thing, like you're just forced to do something, you prefer to do it. It's the easy way out. So you just do something, even if it's not right to do it, you do it, right? So, like, my father was very strict about drinking. Like, he never drank, he never smoked. So he was very strict. So even at my cousin's wedding, my cousin wanted me to be the best man, but he refused, because he said you'll have to offer the toast and there'll be wine for the toast. So, no, you will not be the best man at his wedding. So, I was not the best man at his wedding. And good morning, Joyce. Hello, how are you? No, not good morning. For us, it is night. But good morning to you, Joyce. Good morning to you. I was just telling them how you are having internet problems, and you would always try to be on here. So don't worry about being late. It's quite okay. At least you put in an appearance, whenever you could. That was nice. And it is your waking up time, so it depends. It's a holiday. So it's good to see you here. So what was I saying? Something, yes, smoking, drinking, and all, so um, I've lost the train of thought now, what I was saying. Yeah, but there was something, that things that I didn't do, which was, oh, yes, yes. So my father has said about the not being the host, being the best man for my cousin's wedding. But when I went to do my teacher's training in Darjeeling, teacher's training college, there I started having rum. Of course, it's a little cold weather, and many others were having rum. So I started drinking rum. But I hated the taste of rum. So horrible, the taste is. And you mix it with water, or you mix it with Coke. Now, if you mix it with Coke and rum, they say is a good combination. If you mix Coke with rum, it kills the taste of the rum, right? Because you're having mostly the taste of the Coke. So then some used to put water. So then I started putting water. That made it worse. The taste of the rum was horrible, like, drinking water. So then I started drinking it neat, because you pour one peg and then you drink. Finished. It's gone. Okay. And then it has the effect also on you faster, right? Effect, you feel round the world, round the world, round the world, not in 80 days, round the world in 1 minute. So, yes, and they used to tell me, hey, Winston, don't do that. It will bugger up your insides. Drinking neat will spoil and all. But I used to drink that. Then I started drinking some of the local drinks. They were nice. They were mild. There was a thing called thumba. Thumba. It was made out of millets. So what they used to do, they used to ferment the millets, and then they used to put it into this big, long wooden kind of a tube, a broad one, and then they used to give a big, thick wooden straw, and you keep pouring hot water and keep sipping that. Let it soak for a while, and then you keep sipping. Pour hot water, keep sipping. Then you find it gets very weak. The taste is gone. Discard it. Order another one. And then they had another thing called chung. It was a little white thing that they used to make from rice or millet, or again something they used to make it from. So that, give it in small glasses like this. You just drink. gurgle it down, like, no sipping. Just drink, 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 or have another one. Drink, 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 have another one, and then talk and eat and all that. And then after drinking many, all of us would go across the road. The little hillside was there. It was a mountainous, hilly region, no mountain. So go to the hillside, and all of us piddling in a row, all of us peeing in a row. All of us standing there, peeing over there. Then come back and then start drinking again and eating and talking and chatting and all, like. So yeah, that was fun, the fun that we used to have. So I started doing that, and then I went less on rum, and I used to drink more of these local drinks, like. But then when I came back, then I used to drink in, that school for 10 years and all. But then I wanted to stop, I wanted to stop. But once I went to Dubai, 1992 August, I went to Dubai. I stopped. I gave up drinking. I said, no, no more drinking for me. I never touched liquor after that. No rum, no whiskey, no Bacardi, no gin, no nothing. I stopped hard drink. I stopped. Then I even stopped beer and all. Wine. I stopped. I never used to really like wine, so I stopped. So many things I stopped. Like. So it was like that. Yes, I remember, Joyce. You telling me you were a union rep. Yes, I remember. Okay, I said I would stay for 1.5 hour, because doing a morning and evening live stream is getting a bit too much for me. Like I told you, I don't really have a very comfortable place out here. I just try to manage in the best way possible. When you have to make a start, just make a start. So that's what I've done. I'm okay with it, and yes, so let's see how things go. There are lots of things happening in my life. I just take one thing at a time. So tomorrow I will just go and get this general health checkup done, and take it from there and see how things this. And sorry, in my excitement, I just start talking a bit too much, like. So just bear with me. Sorry about that. I need to be a little more conscious about that. Uh, so yeah, I've enjoyed. Sorry, Joyce, though you have come, but I'm happy that you were here at least. Don't worry, everything is good here, and it's morning for you, so we understand. It's sleeping time. You can't break your sleep and just get up for the live stream. You know, 5 o'clock for me is like 5 o'clock for you. Also in the morning, 5 evening for me is 5 morning for you. So I perfectly understand that. So it's okay. So yes, that's good. One glass, one glass, one glass pita, and that was just to keep company. That was just to keep all of you company. And even I don't think I went through one glass. Yes, so I've given it up as a rule, but yeah, I broke that rule that time. But it's okay, just to keep all of you company and get you into the spirit of it. And all of you were in the spirit, singing away to glory, all enjoying and all that, right? But I don't think I went through even one glass. Yeah, so basically, I've given it up. Like I don't have it as a rule, like. And even if I have a rule, it's like once a year. Now, after that time, when was that? July till now, never had. Right till now, I've never had. So it's like that. So even if I have company, I don't do it. I think y'all used to have before also, but I never had it. It was only that last day before I was leaving. Everybody said, "How about it?" Um, so Joyce has, I don't know Facebook, but Joyce and we communicate on WhatsApp. Pitar and we communicate on WhatsApp. I like WhatsApp. I like WhatsApp, so we communicate on WhatsApp. Joyce, what you said about treating people with respect, that is so important. uh, when I moved from school to school, and especially, I was the headmaster of headmaster, but for the boys section, because there was another headmistress for the girls section, and there was a principal. The principal was a Brit, but he had converted to Islam religion because he married a Yemeni, and he knew the Quran so well. He used to correct the children when they were reading the Quran, recitation in at assembly. He would even correct them. He was so well, and they used to be trained by some Arabic teacher, but yet he would be correcting them if they mispronounce something. So he was very good. So I was the headmaster. So when I moved as a vice principal to the American International School, many of the even Arabic teachers, they came to my school and met me, and they said they want to join. So I told them, you can go. And casually when they joined, I asked them, what is the reason? Why did you leave Oxford School and come to this American International School? And they said, sir, we only moved because of you. They said, you know how to treat us, you know how to give us respect, you listen to us. And that is very important. You know, Principals and others in authority, they don't listen to the subordinates. You don't have to do what the subordinate says. No, you don't have to do what the subordinate says, but listen to them. It doesn't cost you much to pay attention and to listen to them. Now, whenever somebody comes and they have a problem, right? What is the first thing we do? Give them a solution. Oh, yes, you have this problem. You've come to me with this problem. Okay, why don't you go and do this, do this, do that, do. No, I never used to tell them, do this, do that. No. But I will use certain line of questioning. And in my line of questioning, I will direct them, to what I would like them to do. And then finally they will come out with something. Sir, do you think I should, which is somewhat, I would narrow it down and then ask them, okay, now you have two options. Which option do you think would be better for you to do? So then they would say, let's say they will say option A, I would like to do option A. And I would say, oh, very good, but I want them to do option B. So I would say, very good, okay, option A. So what you can do is just try and do option A. But right now, I want you to just think, supposing this is a situation and you were using option A in the classroom for this particular child, how successful would you be to use option A? Or think, if you use option B, would it have been better? Just think for a moment and tell me what. And they would just think for a moment, and sometimes they would say, yes, sir, I agree with you, sir, that option B is better. Or at other time they would just say, no, sir, I think option A is good. And then I would tell them, okay, go ahead and do option A and find out and come back next time and let me know how it is going. So sometimes they'll say option A is going well. Sometimes they say, no, 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 we move to option B, you know. So my line of questioning and all help them, that's how. So, this is how things, I was listening to them. I gave them a patient ear, you know, and I never ever directed them, never yelled, never shouted at them. Then when I did a TESOL course and I used some of my extra special teaching techniques, to the teachers. And there were three teachers who were teaching grade three. So they were teaching English, math, and science to grade three, all the sections of grade three. So I had three teachers and they were teaching each of the sections, English, math, and science. So I began a pilot program in the American school about methods of teaching and techniques of teaching and all. I began a pilot program, and I told them, whatever you have learned, and I was a mentor and I guided them, and we were using those methods, and they were so happy. Before, they were scared when I came to the class to crit their lesson, but now I would come in and I would mentor them, so sometimes I felt they are getting stuck, they do not know how to proceed, they are stuck. I would just say something from the back of the class, then come walking to the front of the class, take over the lesson, because I had studied the lesson plan before, in time. And then I would, take over the teaching, and I would be explaining something and all. And then when I found, like, okay, now the teacher is like comfortable, then I would again go explaining and say, pass it back to the teacher, like, so, what else you wanted to say, something else, right? Then the teacher will say something, and then I will go and sit down, the teacher will come and talk, like, so very, very subtly I would do it, so the students, are not. So we used all those kind of techniques, and it was really good, like, it was really good that we were using all these things. So very helpful, very helpful it was. So I learned that, that listen to them, because no, many of my seniors, the in management, they never listened to what I was saying. They never listened. They wanted their own things to be done, their own methods, their own systems. No, I don't believe in that. Like, even there is a organization KHDA. They formed an organization there. It is a local Arab one, and they used to come to the schools, and they had employed lots of foreigners also, British and American and all. So they had to come to the school, and then they used to crit the school to find out if the school is of standard, and they used to give good, satisfactory, or you had a bad record. So the school was graded. So one of the main things they wanted was, as soon as they enter the classroom, they must see the topic written on the board. Whatever is the topic for that lesson for that day, they must see the topic written on the board. I told my teachers, no, you don't write the topic on the board at all. You play a video, you have a quiz, you have something read out in the class, you let them start out as some kind of a project. Use different kinds of means and different kinds of methods. Play a song, and then from that, let them guess, and you keep asking certain questions and let them guess, what do you think would be the topic for the day. You have a discussion about what is the topic. Like, you have a discussion about it, and then say, now we have had a little talk as well, now what do you think is the topic for today. And then, what, the teachers, you should have seen the excitement on the teachers. And sometimes some student is almost coming out with it, but not exactly, and like the teacher is biting her tongue, like, "Oh, yeah, 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 yes, yes, oh, yeah, say, tell me, yeah." They're so excited, like, and then suddenly somebody will give the topic, or near to the topic, then the teacher would write it on the board. So I said, no, you don't worry, I will take responsibility for your lessons. If the KHDA come and they say that, why did you not have your lesson, your topic for the day written on the board, I will take responsibility for that, don't worry, I said. But and I'm telling you, the excitement that we had, if one day I did not go to the classroom, the teachers would come to me and say, the students are asking, why did sir not come to our class? Is he angry with us? Why did sir not come to our class? Is he angry with us? The students started saying that, like, so that's how much, forget about teachers, me, the students themselves were enjoying. So, my technique was good. When I left the school and went to Canada, I kept in touch with a few teachers. I asked them, I hope you all are still implementing my method, what I had taught you all. And they said yes. And it carried on for about 6 months, 1 year. Then somebody else new had come in, and then they scrapped everything. No, you will go back, and went back to traditional method. Teacher standing and talk, 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 talk. From beginning to end, the teacher is talking in the lesson. No, when the students do it for themselves, they will understand the lesson much better. So, like, I have totally different ways of, my view of education is totally different. So yes, this is how things were better, things were nice. And teachers have enjoyed my methods. Teachers implemented my methods, and we found that the students and parents also remarked, my children are looking forward to school. They, even if they are sick, they want to come. Even if they have a fever, they want to come to school. That's a wonderful thought. That's a wonderful thing, when students are so motivated to come to school to learn, like, and I did a lot for math, because even my own kids were not too good in math. Now my daughter has improved a lot in math, but school days, not so good in math. And I used to wonder why. I am a good math teacher, why? But I remember the methods that you teach, how you're teaching to them, that is very, very important. Yes, you can all interact with one another off the live stream, anything personal. Now you remember, Joyce, why I was saying, it's nice if we went on to something, instead of, many questions were being asked, and discussion and talking going on, in the comments. And I said, I used to keep on telling you, let's go private, let's talk in some, some other app, some other thing, let's go move into something else, right? So I always kept saying that, to you, and then finally we moved. But then you can be more personal and talk about, anything under the sun, not pertaining to the video. and if it's not pertaining to the video, why are the other viewers commenting? Why would they be interested to read something personal going on between a different topic not related to the video? So yes, it's good. You come to know one another, and then take it separately, and then be in touch with each other. And you're all in the education line, so there's so much to interact and learn from each other as well, and different countries, different technique. I'm not teaching now, so the technique doesn't interest me so much, right? But I like to know how y'all are teaching, what y'all are teaching, how y'all are doing it, and we do discuss that to some extent, so with Pita, we discuss it very often. With Pita, we discuss very often about events and what is happening and how things are done, and yeah, we discuss a lot of education, Who is Petra? Pita, Pitta, Pita. It's okay. Just a typo error. Yeah, yeah. It's Pita, Pitta, Pita. Anyhow, as Shakespeare says, what's in a name? A rose by any other name will smell just as sweet. A rose by any other name will smell just as sweet. So Shakespeare said, what's in a name? So, yeah, it's really been good, So, yeah, I think we've had a very nice discussion today. Very nice discussion. I miss teaching. I miss teaching. That's why anytime I have an opportunity to reach out and teach somebody, I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy. I wish, the government would let me teach here. I would have been so happy. So, let's see how things are working out. And yeah, let's see how things are working out. Yeah, thank you, Pita. We are always learning from each other, Pita. We are always learning from each other. There are so many things, nobody is perfect in this world, and each of us have different ideas, and, how to implement different things. We have ideas. And like you and I have shared so many ideas about so many things, events, and, things like that, even about some of the students and, their attendance. And we have spoken in length, about so many things. So I've also learned a lot of things, I like to give back to education. That's why when my channel gets monetized, I want to give back to education and help children who cannot afford a university education. Of course, the West is very expensive, but in some of the cheaper countries, poorer countries, and if I'm going to Philippines, I'm saying I will, devote my YouTube earnings to helping some of the students get through with education. That is my pledge. That is my sincere pledge. I will get my pension. My pension is enough for me to manage when I get it. It's enough for me to live a simple life. So, yes, let's see how things go. Uh, by the way, I don't mind. I can mention it over here also. Somebody has come forth. One of the another YouTubers has come forth. Is offering me a very nice, reasonable accommodation. It's in the city. I prefer province, but it's in the city. But it's quite a reasonable rental thing for me. Um, and I don't mind if I'm settling in Cebu. I said yes. I will know for sure, and by next month. And yes, I can take up the offer, and I can rent out that condo. It's a small studio condo, but it's nice. I don't need a luxurious condo. I don't need anything, high funda thing. No, I'm not used to that. It's very nice. It's in a good location, a good area. So I've already got something lined up, very affordable for me, you know because I said last time, I'm not looking for something very expensive to stay. As long as it is a decent place, to stay, I'm okay with it. Uh, but I want to spend more money on travel. More money I want to spend my pension, more money on travel and seeing places around Philippines if I'm living there, see more places around Philippines. So that is my greater interest, because when you're traveling also, you're not going to be staying in that place for long, correct? If you're traveling for, you want to go and see one area in Philippines, like, correct, so you'll choose to go and see different places. Maybe, like, say I go to Davao, and from Davao I will go to Jensen, and from Jensen I might want to go to Marawi, then go to Zamboanga, or Zambalis, or whatever that is there. So if you're going like around that, I may be away for 10-15 days, right? I may be away for 10-15 days. And if I'm paying 10-20,000 for a condo or for luxurious living, what is the use of that, isn't it? So to me, it doesn't make sense. People want to live like a luxurious life. It depends on each one's lifestyle, what they prefer. So I do not prefer that. A simple home, a simple house, a simple facilities is there, a decent living, decent CR is there. That's what I'm interested in, and the least I can pay, the better it is for me, and have extra money to do sightseeing and go around. And my YouTube money is going only for helping educating children, do some kind of degree, because it's not affordable for so many, and many of them are talented, many of them are clever, but they don't have the means to go forward. So whatever my YouTube, whatever it stretches, maybe as somebody I can pay only part of it till I can help two people, instead of helping one person, help two people. So let them come up with somewhere else the remaining money, something like that. So help around. So I've already said my YouTube money, my ads revenue, whatever it is from YouTube, donations, blah blah blah, it will all go to help people, children, like that. That is my plan. I've done, when I had my Tesol business, I did the same thing. 10% of my profit, I did charity with that. And here also in the previous province, I've been giving food, or money. Sometimes I gave money. Mostly I gave packets of food. So I've done my share. That way it's okay. So whenever I could do whatever I can do, I would do. So Joyce, Joyce, just to mention something about what you said, the classroom is a mirror of society. Broadly speaking, generally speaking, I would agree on that. Okay, broadly, generally speaking, I'll agree on that. But personally, in the classroom, I have come across many children with thoroughly bad behavior, and maybe they are using foul language, and attitude is bad. And in the beginning of my teaching career, I would always say it's coming from the parents. The parents must be like this, that is why the children are like this, so very often that is what I used to do. And then as I began interacting more with parents, like parents teachers day, or open day for parents, and they used to come, and I have seen at some places, I've seen, yes, the father has an attitude problem, the mother has an attitude problem. Naturally the kids have an attitude problem, right? But I have seen some parents, genuine, very good parents, soft spoken, very nice, very kind. They cannot just put on an appearance, but I have seen parents like that. And then I say, where the hell did these children develop the attitude? And then it is peer group, because they are spending, you think they are spending almost one third of their lives in school, they are spending one third of their lives sleeping, and they are only spending one third of their lives doing everything else around, right? Almost like that, right? Almost like that, like almost 8 hours in the school, right? So almost one third of their life they are spending in school, almost 8 hours of sleeping, so one third of their life is going in sleeping. So it is one third of the life they are spending with everything else what they are doing, roughly, that's how I look at it. So peer group is also very important, and people start picking up bad language. Parents may not be abusive, they don't use bad language, but the child suddenly comes home one day and uses F word or a B word or a Z word or whatever word, and the parents are shocked. We don't speak like that. How is it that the boy is speaking? Where have they picked it up from? School, right? They picked it up from school. Peer group. Peer group also is very important, and so it's true also in society. There are good people, there are bad people, there are mediocre people, right? So to some extent I do agree with you, but I have seen personally, a lot of differences where parents and all are so good, or they may be living in a good locality, where all good people and influential people or rich people or whatever it is, so I'll agree to some extent with that, but as a broad rule, uh, yes, it could be that. Parinda, oh my God, Parinda, thank you so much, Parinda. Thank you for being on my channel. I'm so happy. Parinda is really a person who has gone through hell. She is Thai. Okay. She has gone through hell. But I tell you, she's been such a good entrepreneur. Pita, you would enjoy speaking with her. She has become a very good entrepreneur, and she's um, opened a fleet of businesses around. She's another one who's promoting mostly for women. Okay, she's mostly into promoting the women, and she gives very motivational speeches, and not speeches, but even shots. She stopped in between, but now she started again, and they are marvelous. I would never miss a video of Parinda's because it is very motivational, and I have learned a lot from her, and it is all really uh, giving all positive vibes. You get full positive vibes from Parinda's channel, like I may be talking also on negative things and bad things, but from Parinda's channel you will get all positive vibes, all positive vibes. So do go into a channel, please. Parinda, you can share your channel here. Parinda, you can share your channel here. I am going to make you a moderator as well, so you can interact with the others in a better way. So I'm making you a moderator of my channel also, Parinda. So there you go, and interact with them. And Parinda, you can put your channel link. Please go ahead and put your channel link over here so they can subscribe to it. I know you're not into subscriptions and monetization. You're not worried about that. You are successful in life by yourself. You are not interested in that. But they will at least subscribe, and they will get used to your watching your videos. And I still get motivated by your videos. Really, I am very inspirational and motivation. So yes, y'all can please do that, because I love her videos, and she's a very down to earth. Believe me or not, in the beginning when we came to know each other, not through YouTube, I never had YouTube before, but I've come to know Parinda from before, and um, she has settled down in the US for a long time, and now she's moved. She's been moving around a lot, with the kids. So Parinda from Thailand, and Parinda just reached out to me and said in those early days that if you have any problem, you have anything, just let me know. You can always go to my parents' house, and my parents will put you up. They have their farm and they have things like that. We are very poor. We are not rich. We are poor, but you can go there. You can stay with them, and I can inform them about it. And I'll never forget this. She just reached out to me, and she said, don't hesitate. If you have any difficulty, you do not have a place to stay, you want to go somewhere, you can go and stay at my parents' house, and I can inform them about it. And nothing for you to worry about, so see, this is the type of person Parinda is. Never knew me, but reaching out, and she's in America. Okay, not even in Thailand, but yet she reached out and said, go to her parents' house and stay there. If I want, for as long as I want, I can stay there, and I'm not paying any money, nothing. This is Parinda. Very nice, very kind-hearted, and very motivational. She shared with me her life story. She had shared with me, and she many times on her channel also, she's shared it with. So let her share with it. You interact with her, about her life story, and she's come up the hard way, and she's doing very well as an entrepreneur. She has set up many businesses and in different parts of the world as well. So, Parinda, hats off to you, honestly. Very good. I'm so happy you are on my channel. So, you can interact, you be a moderator as well and interact with the others. Thank you for sharing. Parinda has shared her channel. Go in. She's not worried about subscriptions and all. I know that. She's only interested in motivating people, helping them to become entrepreneurs, helping them to stand on their own feet, and especially for women. She's a big advocate for women. And yes, so please do get onto her channel and listen. Listen, it's very, very, very good. I've heard other motivational speeches and by even holy people and all that. They just talk for the sake of talking. My vision, that in my view, they just talk for the sake of talking. But she's very genuine. She's a people's person. She talks from the heart. So yes, Parinder, thank you so much. So nice of you. From beginning of this year, from I think the after New Year's, a couple of days after New Year's, I started with live stream. And today I just wanted to see if I get anybody from America coming onto my live stream, somebody who I don't know, but you happen to come along and I do know you. So it's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. We go back we go back a couple of years. We go back a couple of years. Uh, I think we go back even pre-COVID days, pre-COVID days. So it's wonderful having you here, Parinda. And you've not shared a video for some time now. Like I think maybe a couple of days back you had a video. And any help you want with your videos or something, do reach out to me. Okay, we can be on call. Okay, we can be on call on Messenger or something. And do reach out to me anytime. Whatever help I can give you, whatever I can do for you, I will share and I will do for you. So no problem about that. Okay. It's good I didn't close my stream. I was planning to close it in 1.5 hours. Then I said when it reached 2 hours, let me close it, but I did not close it. And see, it's God sent. God works in wonderful, wonderful ways, mysterious ways. And Joyce came on, and now you have come on. But Parinda, I'm so happy. I'm so happy, really. Yes, you can share with them. I don't want you sharing it on the channel, on this channel. Better you share it with them elsewhere. It's very sad. It is very sad. Yeah, very sad. But it's left up to you. You can share it here if you want, or anywhere you want. You can share it, but let them get used to you. Let them get used to your listening to your channel and things like that. And on your channel also they will hear it if you want to share over here. Parinda, I've been asking everybody, and you are a very good motivational speaker. Parinda, would you like to be co-hosting with me if you're free at any time, and even if it is for a short while? Would you like to co-host and be on my live stream and speak to people as well? I would love you to do that, Parinda. Really, I would love you to do that and inspire them, because my thing is general, my thing is so many other things, and they can really be motivated. So, Parinda, that offer is open. I've left it open to everybody else. And Parinda, you are really into it. So I would love you to co-host my live stream, and I'll see how it is to be done, or you can tell me how that is to be done also, because you also co-host on your channel, or you get others to as a guest speaker on your channel. So you can tell me how it is, and I can bring you on, and you can co-host with me, and then you can speak to them about your life story and anything else you want to talk to them about, and share, because your experience will be much more valuable than what my experience is. Mine is mostly from educational line and all those kind of things, but yours will be good. Yours will be good. And Pita is working for a school that also has all these, and one of her subjects she is to teach also is entrepreneurship, and she does a lot about that also to the students. Like yesterday, they had a mock interview for jobs, like a job interview. They had a mock job interview in their school, So yes, it would help Pita a lot as well. Pita would learn also from you, and you might learn something from her as well, so it will really be good, Pita, if you get in touch with Parinda separately also, but yes. Oh, thank you, Parinder. So, Parinder, I will make a tentative. I was just trying out this Saturday and Sunday. I was just trying out this Saturday and Sunday how it is working. Morning, I did a live stream in the morning and the evening. Yesterday morning was good. Yesterday evening was not so good. This morning was not so good, but this evening seems to have turned out to be much better. So it is like it's very unpredictable, but. Let me know, let me kind of know tentatively, depending on which country you are, at the moment, you are spending a lot of time also moving to different countries. So based upon that, whichever country you are in for a month, a fortnight or something, if you can give me kind of, we can be flexible. If you can give me kind of days, times you think you would be free, we can arrange, I can arrange a live stream at that time. If not, I will give you my days and my timings of live stream. And if you are free, I know the evenings, I know this kind of a time might work better for you than a morning or something. So we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that. Okay, we'll message each other and discuss that, and let us see how. Or we can even call if you want. We have never called and spoken, but we can call and speak, and we can fix up some time. Or anytime I happen to be on live and you are, you say that you are not available, but suddenly you are available, you are free, and I will be on live. So you join up. You tell me you want to join, and even on the live you tell me how to do it, and I can bring you on, I can bring you on. So yes, Parinda, thank you so much for agreeing. I would love that, because like I told everybody, I did not start I created a YouTube channel, but I did not start for 2 years and 3 months, because my theme is life experiences. And in my mind, I only wanted to interview people. Either we do a live interview, or we do a pre recorded and edited interview, and then I play the interview, I post it. So that was my thing. So because of that, I never thought of anything else. I was only asking people, please, can you come on my channel? I want to do this. I want you to share your life experience. I don't want to talk about myself. While I'm talking to the person, something the person says I may relate to, and I could speak also about it. But I wanted to have interview with people. I wanted people to share. That's why I was saying, if you look at my earlier videos when I started, you look at my intro is always saying, this channel is for you. It is about your life experience. That's what my channel was initially. But since the time I started my channel, nobody is offering. Three of my ex-students said, yes sir, we will come. I sent them a questionnaire. I said, you can change the questions so that I can, we can do it. But some or the other, they didn't get back to me, so I left it at that. So that's what my channel, I want mainly people coming here and sharing their experiences. That is what I want. So that would be very nice if people can do that. It will be very, very helpful. Thinking about that, I suddenly thought of another thing. I will share it later on, about this. So yes, Parinder. um, Oh, you're in Riyadh at the moment. Okay, till February 15th. Okay, that's a long time, February 15th in Riyadh. Okay, good. Saudi Arabia. Okay, if anyone doesn't know, Riyadh, capital of Saudi Arabia. So she is there now. Okay, good. Till February 15th. So let me chalk out a program. Let me chalk out. It's getting a bit too much to do, two live streams, morning and evening. So going according to the popularity of this week, it may not be the same, but then maybe I will try it out next weekend, Saturday, Sunday. I will try a Saturday morning and a Sunday evening. A Saturday morning and a Sunday evening. I will go live. I will try that. This time I tried out weekdays, and different timings, and this weekend different timings, just to check, how things go. But it's not predictable that because today it went off well, every Sunday it will go off well. It's not predictable that way. It depends on people's availability, and if they are free or not. So we'll leave it at that. Um, Tentatively for now, I'm saying Saturday morning and Sunday evening. Okay, Sunday evening. But if you can later on send me a message and tell me what are your free timings, which kind of timing you prefer best, because you know your schedule, you know why you are in Riyadh, you know what you are going to do in Riyadh, you have a kind of a program, you know what you're going to be based on over there. So according to that, you tell me, like, tentatively, you tell me, like, what are the timings you are free. And supposing you are unable to make it on that particular day, don't be worried. Just don't, nothing like you told me, so you had to be there. No, it's flexible. Uh, Even if you agree to doing it, and I advertise that you are going to do it also, and you cannot make it, or you can make it only for a short time, or you cannot make it, just tell me in advance so I can give prior notice about it. And I'm okay with it. I'm flexible. I'm very flexible with that. So let's take it from there. Thank you at least for volunteering to do it, because I know it's very, very, it's very, very motivating. And sometimes your shots are really shots, but it drives home the point. It drives home the point. Like, in one of my live streams, I said, there have been so many people who were ready to commit suicide, and something out of the window, when they were doing it, like something out of the window or some paper that flew off or something caught their attention, and it made them think about it. It made them stop, and then they did not ever think of doing it again. And some of them became very motivational speakers as well, like, so you never know what is and somebody else said, yes, one person said, Stephen, I think he said, oh, my experience is a very meager experience. And I told him, Stephen, no experience is a meager experience. No experience. No, you never know in what way you can, reach out to somebody, and you can, your small thing might be good for someone, like, so never think, like, oh, I'm not fit for this, or I'm not fit for that, or I cannot do it. No, you never know when you can be an inspiration to somebody, so yes, thank you, Parinder, and we'll discuss more about that. Okay. And let's see. But if you can give me, like, what are the kind of timings, like how now you are here for some time, if, like, you have some permanently, you have some kind of a time, and even if you come in for 10, 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, whatever time you can spare, because you are a very busy person, coordinating with all your businesses and a lot of people you coordinate with. So I'll be happy whatever time you can spare. So thank you for volunteering to do that. Thanks a lot, Parinda. How's it in Riyadh? Very hot over there? Because here in Thailand it is very, very hot, really very, very hot. Like, one thing, my nephew always tells his sister, I mean his mother. My nephew always tells his mother, I admire Uncle Winston. You know, no matter what age, no matter what he's going through, he will always be busy doing something, and he's always learning, and he's always doing something new. I believe he was on my channel yesterday morning, but my sister told me that he mentioned he was on the channel. But I said, like, if he's a silent spectator on the channel, it's of no use. That's why I put out, like, please, if you come on my channel, you're passing through my channel, just drop your name and where you are from on my channel. It is so useful. Just do that at least, like, but I was telling my sister, if people are silent on the channel, on the live stream, it doesn't help anybody on the live stream, right? Maybe you benefit by listening to something, but others will not benefit from you, like, correct? And this is what my channel is about, life experiences. So each one share, now so many of you are meeting for the first time, and you are going to interact with each other, and you are going to share so many things, like, and that is growth. That is growth for all of us. Every day, every moment is a learning experience for us. So that is what is very, very important. So I'm very happy that we are having more and more people coming onto the live stream. um, so and you all can interact on each other, you know. So thank you, Parinder, for that. Parinder, do you have time to still be on a little more, or you are also a little busy, or do you have time to stay on a little more, Parinder? Because many times I keep a live stream on, and before also for your longer videos, you know, I used to sometimes keep it on if I'm busy cooking or busy doing some work. I keep people's videos on, I can listen, and now and then I can always come back and I can make a comment in between. But I keep it on and I'm always listening, but I'm interactive, you know. I keep sending messages periodically, like, you know, I don't remain a silent spectator. So I keep doing that. You can stay here, not just listen. You can you can even participate with some comments or something, or share, you know, some life experience, or a little bit, like, you know, share something about what you are doing. Or I could make you a speaker now also if you want to just come and say a few words. But I don't think there are many people on my channel right now. According to what I feel, I think there is only Pita and you. That is why I just asked, you know, if there's only Pita and you. I don't know if Joyce is still there, because Joyce has a lot of internet problems. So, and today also today will be Sunday morning for Joyce. So maybe church and all that, like, you know, she would have to go to church and all that. So, yeah. So I don't know about Joyce. So I don't know if anyone else still on my channel. Because sometimes, like Rosemary, she just keeps my channel open. She has two separate channels, so she keeps both the channels open, and she goes and does whatever work and then comes back again, you know. So many of the YouTubers now, they are doing that on my channel. They keep my channel open. And no, Parinda, I've been from that time, I'm staying in Thailand only. I was staying in Thailand. I came in 2019 July, and then I went to Philippines for 3 weeks. Then I came back in August, and from that time I'm staying in Thailand. So from August 2019, I'm in Thailand. Then I got stuck because of COVID. 2 years I got stuck because of COVID, but I carried on staying. In 2019 October, no, November, I had to go to Canada in October for an emergency. I came back in November, 4th of November, and something told me in my mind. I applied for a non-B visa. I got it through an agent. I got a 3-month non-B visa, and in February I changed and I took a retirement visa. So every year, 26th of February, every year my retirement visa gets over, but in January I renew it. So in January I renew it ahead of time. And so yes, from that time now, coming to 5 years, like, you know, it'll be over 4 years I'm living in Thailand. I go to Canada now and then. Wow, you coming? We have to meet up, okay? Next month you are coming. We have to meet up. Any particular day? What day are you landing? Going to Krabi. Okay. Around what date? What date next month are you going to be here? Because my visa is getting over on 26th of February and I'm not planning on staying here. I don't have anyone to speak with in English and I'm tired. So maybe I'm thinking of relocating to Philippines because they speak a lot of English there. So I'm a little tired of Thailand, living alone, no one to speak with. Unfortunately, wherever I've stayed, people only speak Thai. I haven't learned. I only know little bit. I cannot hold a Thai conversation. February 20th. Oh my God, they're just few days before. Anyway, just let me know. And if it's convenient to meet you on the 20th, 21st, wherever it is, let me know where you will be. Keep in touch with me. and because I will have only few days left, to leave the country. So I'm planning by 25th of February to leave. Okay, so just let me know. Let me know. But good, you're coming on 20th. But oh my God, even on those days I'm busy because I'm having a friend, my teachers college batchmate who I visited in Australia for the reunion. He and his wife are coming. They are coming on the 19th of. They are coming on the 19th, and they are going back on the 26th. They're going back on the 26th. I was to go to Canada, but I've canceled my trip. I'm not going to Canada. So lucky because I will be here. So between them and you, I will find one day off to come and meet you for sure. And, maybe come and stay, wherever it is convenient to you. So good. We'll fix that up. Tell me where it is and all. We must meet. Really, we must meet. And if by chance it is in your hometown, I forgot now where's your hometown. Songkla or somewhere that side. So if it is any time in your hometown, you are there and we can meet in your hometown, then nice. I would like to come and meet your parents and other relatives over there. If you're going back to your hometown, if not, I'll meet you wherever you are, Krabi or anywhere. I've never been to Krabi, never been to Krabi, so I can use that excuse and come to Krabi. Okay, in Krabi, I'll meet you in Krabi. Yes, it's peak winter in Canada. My daughter said the other day it was 33 degrees, minus 33 degrees in Alberta. But I was on another person's chat live stream, and then somebody mentioned that no, where they stay in Canada, I don't know whether they said the name or they just mentioned it, and they said no, where we stay, it is minus 40. So yes, it is peak winter in Canada this time. You're right. I'm happy to be away from the snow. Last 4 years, I'm away from the snow. I'm really very, very happy for that. I like cold, but I don't like snow. I don't like heat, but with heat, you can do something. With cold, you cannot do so many things you cannot do. So you are right, Parinda. It is really peak winter in Canada. They are really having bad winters. So yes, I'll meet you in Krabi. Okay, no problem. I'll meet you in Krabi. Uh, I'll meet you in Krabi. So on the 20th, okay. Let my friend send me his full itinerary, what he wants to do, where he wants to go, what it was, what it will be like. And as soon as I'll tell him to send it to me a little earlier, and accordingly, I will do something. If they're coming on 19th, at least I'll meet. No, but 19th. Let me see. I'll plan. I'll plan something. I'll come and meet you in Krabi. Don't worry. I'll meet you in Krabi. It's at the right moment. It's so good. Like you're coming before I leave. Before I leave. Something is in the pipeline. Somebody is trying to make a work permit for me as an English language teacher for the private company. Okay, they have a restaurant. They want me to teach the employees, English, and they are running a recruitment agency for nurses. They want to start all that, and they want me to, teach English to the nurses. So, and then I said, okay, then I can also teach students and adults. So we can have that also running and ongoing. So they said, okay. So finally, after many months, more than a year now, finally they are getting down. They've sent me some details. I have to send them some details about myself. I have to send them a particular medical record. So I will send that to them. And if they are able to get my work permit, then I will carry on staying over here. Then I can meet you for a couple of days. Then no problem. I can meet you for a couple of days. How long will you be staying in Thailand when you come, Parinda? How long will you be staying? You live in Yala. I don't know where exactly that is. I'll Google and check. So for how long will you be staying in Thailand, Parinda? Yeah, Thailand is still good for medical and much cheaper. And some places in Philippines also are very good treatment and so much cheaper than the US and all, like, 2 weeks. Oh, Yala is deep, deep south. So on the border with Malaysia. Maybe on the border with Malaysia. Okay. So 2 weeks. Okay, if the job opportunity works out, then I will still be here. So yes, we can meet up then. It will be good. I'm only hoping this job, because it's flexible, I can join anytime, it's because I was supposed to be going to Canada, and then when I come back from Canada, if I get the visa, then I was coming back in Canada, and then I would join up, so that joining is flexible because they have not yet started the businesses. So the restaurant is constructed and kept and everything, but nothing started, so uh, yes, for 2 weeks, then definitely, if I'm still here, we can always meet up some other time, and I can spend a couple of days also, if it's okay with you. I can spend a couple of days wherever, you know wherever you will be staying. Oh, wonderful this is. I said, no, God works in wonderful ways, mysterious ways. So it's really, really very good. I'm so happy. So somewhere to the beginning of March. So let's see how things go. I'm at the crossroads of my life at the moment, with decision about where to stay and what to do. Uh, there's nothing left for me in Thailand. I don't have any online classes as well. But if I had online, I can do it anywhere. But I do not even have that. So, uh, okay, Parinda. Okay, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Uh, Thank you. We can discuss that. Can you give me a brief thing, mention to me, or talk to me later on some other day? If you can have a word with me, what is the idea, what you have going, and if I can be involved in it, I would love to. But if there is any way you feel you can have a base over here in Thailand, if you feel you have a base in Thailand, and any way I can work, because the government is not giving, in school and all that, they are not giving a work permit after 60 years, they are not giving a work permit. So I don't know if these people are trying. They spoke at the immigration, but they're going to now put in my papers and see, at the labor department. So I don't know if they will be able, because this is private, like a private tutor, so if it will work out from that point of view. So if you can find something in Thailand, believe me, I would like to stay in Thailand. I like this country. I like this people. I could do my own cooking. I do my own cooking. But if there is something in your line that works out that way, it would be good. But anyhow, you just discuss with me. Uh, okay, I'll send you an email on that. Yes. I think we are already on email, aren't we? Let me check. Uh, Parinda, Parinda tip, yahoo.com. Parinda, I sent off an email. Just let me know if you have received it, okay? Parinda, I sent you an email. Just let me know if you have received the email, okay? Yes, just to let me know if you have received the email. I did not have you on email before. Your name didn't come up. And Parinder, by chance, like if things work out, like according to whatever opportunity you have, and if something works out, and if it is necessary for me to relocate to Canada, I don't mind doing that if it's necessary, absolutely necessary. But actually, I'm enjoying life out here, and without the snow, I'm enjoying the life without the snow. Or at least I can stay 6 months there, and 6 months no time I can move to some other country and still carry on with the work, so if I know the nature of the work and what you have in mind and how what you want done, yeah, I'm flexible. I'm very flexible. Joyce, are you still around? I feel sad for your internet problems. And Alex and Rosemary and all, I know they have their own YouTubes, like, so if I know they are on a live stream or something, I would put it on, I would put it on my phone, and I would keep it on my phone. I did that for Rosemary this morning. I was watching, and she kept on telling me, Rosemary is so sweet. She kept on saying, Winston, you have your live stream. When is your live stream? Don't forget about it. You're staying on my stream. You cannot be on both the live streams together. And I said, no, I can. I said, when I go on my live stream, I can keep yours on my phone. I said, because I do my live stream from my laptop. So I can keep it on the phone. And sure enough, that is what happened. I kept my phone on with their live stream. Now and then I was just looking. She and her husband were playing a chess game. She has just learned chess recently, and now she's beating her husband also. She's already she was 5 matches ahead. She was 6 matches ahead of him, but she lost this morning's match, so she's still 5 matches ahead of him. And he is a veteran player. He's been playing chess for many years. He's good, but she has just learned recently, and couple of months, maybe a month or 2 months, and beat him. Like she's 5 games ahead of him as of today. Okay, Pita. Good night. Thank you so much. Yes, you have early. Oh, you have to go to school also tomorrow. Oh my God. Yes, you need the rest. I hope you had a nap in the afternoon, Pita, because you really need that. And okay, I will go off my live stream now. Parinda, I'm sorry. I don't know you also are busy or not, but I think there's only you and Pita on my live stream right now. So I will end my live stream now. Thank you very much for being on my live stream, Pita. Thank you very much. Thank you, Joyce. Though I know you have a problem, but thank you for making it whenever you can. And thank you to Alex. Thank you to Ia, to Rosemary, for having come and been on my channel. and maybe left your channels on, left my live stream on. So thank you also for all that. And Parinder, thank you very much for coming on my channel. I'm really happy, and let's keep in touch more and discuss further possibilities of anything. And surely I'm going to come and meet you on the 20th. We'll plan, and let's do a live stream. You come on me as a co-host, or as whatever it is. Just tell me how that is done. We'll discuss that also, and we'll set it up, and you can come and speak on my channel. So thank you so much. Good night to some people, good morning to some people, and good afternoon to some people, and wherever you are. And God bless. Love you all, and God bless you all. And I'll just send a thank you note. I always do that. I'll just write a thank you note and I pin it onto the thing, so anybody who's reading will read the thank you note first, because it is pinned. So thank you once again. And Parinder, just let me know, reply to my email so I know you have received it or not. Okay. Parinder tip at yahoo.com. Okay, I've got that. So let me see. So thank you so much. I'll just put in a thank you note now. Uh, Thank you everyone for being on my live stream. Special thanks to Parinda, who is a wonderful motiv- motivational motivational where is this? Wonderful motivational speaker. And okay, I'm done with that. I'll just pin that up. Okay, the thank you note is pinned up. And thank you once again. Goodbye. Love you all, and God bless. Oh, so good it was interacting, no, with everyone. What a wonderful evening we had. Really good. My thank you message is up. And yeah, it was a wonderful time. I never expected it to be so successful this evening. And the highlight was Parinda joining today, was really a big highlight for me. And it's really nice. She's a wonderful person, really wonderful person. I mentioned some good things on my live stream. So if any of you can go back and read in the transcript or read somewhere, you know, and see towards the tail end, the last half an hour, you will find that a wonderful, wonderful person, wonderful person. Very good. She has two lovely kids also. Very enterprising person. I love everybody on my channel. They are all helpful, all great supporters of my channel and wonderful people. So, okay, take care. Bye to everyone.